Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Thermopolis Bobcat football and the Got You Rehab pregame show. Bobcats on the road today in the Bridger Valley, taking on Mountain View in a 2A West Conference football game. Glad to have you with us. I'm Donnie Buras alongside Kevin Simpson. The Bobcats coming in 1-4 overall in the season, 1-3 in conference play, coming off of a 14-6 loss last week to number 1 Lyman. Mountain View coming in 1-5 on the season, 1-4 in conference play. Usually this time of the year, those numbers are reversed for Mountain View. It's usually 5-1, 4-1, something like that. A down year for the Buffs. Kevin, we talked a little bit with Coach McPhee at the end of the game last week. The Bobcats, really, the rest of their season is in their hands. If they can win out, everything appears that the Bobcats would make the playoffs, but it all starts here this afternoon against Mountain View.
Yeah, you want to be in that position where you control your own destiny. The first step is securing 3 games to finish the season, and it's a really kind of a gauntlet of the end of the season for the Bobcats. Kind of unprecedented for high school football to have 3 games in a span of a week. But I think the Bobcats are in the right position right now. They got to be happy coming off their game against Lyman. Not a win, but a very solid game for the Bobcats. You come down here to Mountain View, a place where the Bobcats have not had a whole lot of success. You mentioned that the numbers are usually reversed when we talk about the wins and losses for Mountain View, but Coach McPhee will tell you the same thing. Nobody feels bad for you. You just kind of got to step out in the field and make things happen. The Bobcats, step 1 is getting game 1 out of 3 taken care of today.
And the same could be said for Mountain View. The scenario is the same for them. Even though they're 1-4 in conference play, 1-5 overall, they are not out of this as far as trying to get into the playoffs in 3 weeks. And for them, their message is the same thing that we just talked about. It all starts today against the Bobcats.
I think, talking before the game, I think that for Mountain View, they would have to win today and then need the Bobcats to basically win the next 2 games to help them out. So that's kind of where they fall in terms of playoff picture. But I'm more concerned about how the Bobcats are going to handle things, and today is the first step in that process.
Take a quick break, come back, we'll look at the matchup between these 2 teams and look ahead to the start of this one. It's 2A West Conference football between the Bobcats and the Buffaloes. This is the Got You Rehab pregame show, KDNO 101.7, back after this timeout.
Ever wonder why so many babies are delivered at Hot Springs Health in Thermopolis? Could it be the exceptional prenatal care offered by our providers? Or our convenient family practice clinics located in Thermopolis, Warland, Basin, Shoshone, and Riverton? Maybe it's our new OB suites with large jetted tub, or maybe it's the place where you know you can find all of this and more.
Here in Wyoming, we live by the spirit of the Wild West.
Now where the sun's a little brighter, where the snows that fall are a trifle whiter, where the bonds of home are a wee bit tighter, that's where the West begins.
We're the bank that's with you wherever that spirit, because we're more than a bank in Wyoming. We're Wyoming in a bank. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be.
Welcome back to the Got You Rehab pregame show, leading up to kickoff between the Bobcats and the Buffaloes here this afternoon from Mountain View High School. Donnie Buras and Kevin Simpson with you this afternoon. A chilly, windy day here in Mountain View. The wind blowing straight out of the west, which means it's blowing across the field here. I feel bad for all of the people from Thermopolis that made the trip over, because the wind is blowing straight into their face on the east side of that field. But sunny day here, and I guess this time of the year it could be a whole lot worse across the state of Wyoming. Not a bad day for football as long as you can put up with that breeze a little bit. I guarantee you the kids don't feel the chill in the air at all down there on the field. They're getting warmed up and ready to roll. Cats took on number 1 Lyman a week ago. Kevin, the Bobcats gave linemen all they wanted and then some in that game, and really the Cats were an onside kick recovery away from really making things interesting in the last minute and a half, 2 minutes of that ball game. Bobcat defense far and away their best performance a week ago. They turned linemen over 3 times last week. Is the challenge for this coaching staff to get those kids to bring that same intensity from linemen on the defensive side of the ball into this game against Mountain View today?
Yeah, I think that's something Coach McPhee and I talked about a couple times this week was, what's the vibe, what's the feel around the team right now, and it is getting off that long bus ride of, for over 4 hours and stepping out here on the field and getting your kids jacked up and ready to go. And I think that from what I gathered from practices last week, I think the kids are ready for the challenge and they're up for it. They know what this means to them, and I think they want to pay back some of the bad taste that they have in their mouth over here in Mountain View. So I would definitely say that the Bobcat team I would expect them to come out fired up and ready to roll tonight.
Other side of the ball, Bobcats at times last week were able to move the ball against a lineman defense. Finally got something going there at the end of the game on that touchdown drive to make it an 8-point game there late. Boise today, wind's going to certainly play into the passing, and I would think the kicking game as well. More of a ground attack for the Bobcats today, or they still try to keep things balanced?
I think you're going to see probably a heavy dose of Brody Farrell to start the game today and establish that run game that the Bobcats have been accustomed to year after year. But I think the wind will be a little bit of a factor, but also if you look at the stats, you break down the stats, the Bobcats and the Buffaloes near the bottom of that part of the run defense as a team, so I'm expecting to see a lot of running from both sides of the football, or from both teams today, probably trying to exploit those weaknesses in the rush defense of both teams. So I think the Bobcats and the Buffaloes will probably stick to primarily a ground attack, but both teams also have that ability to throw the football. We've seen Gavin throw it over 20-something times a game, a couple times, and I know that the quarterback here in Buffalo has the ability to throw the ball as well. So, or in Mountain View has the ability to throw the ball as well. So, long story short, yes, I think we're going to see a run-heavy game today, in my opinion.
Looking forward to it. Should be a good one here this afternoon as the Bobcats take on the Buffaloes conference football. Just a couple weeks remaining. Officially, it's week 7 in high school football. The Cats still have 2 more games on the regular season after this one today, and Kevin and I will talk more about that as we go through the afternoon here today. We'll take a quick break, come back. Kevin had a talk with head coach Matt McPhee. It's the Gotcha Rehab pregame show. KDNO back after this timeout.
Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness knows what it means to be on top of your game. For over 60 years, Gotchi has led the field in providing physical therapy, occupational therapy, and wellness in Thermopolis and their facilities in Worland, Basin, Powell, Cody, and Shoshone. Whether you're recovering from an injury, deconditioned, post-stroke, or just looking to take control of your health, you'll find years of dedicated experience paired with personal care at Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness. Learn more at gotchi.org.
I'm Travis Winger. I'm a financial advisor with Edward Jones, and we do, I pride myself on helping people with financial planning, achieving whatever goals are most important to them. The most valuable thing you have when it comes to planning for your future is time. The sooner you start and the more detailed your plan is, the better chance of success you have. First-timers are my favorite people to work with because they're hungry to learn, and coming to see me doesn't cost anything. I don't charge for appointments, I don't charge for anything. Come in, talk to me, and all you'll leave with is a little bit more knowledge than you came in with.
Edward Jones Financial Advisor Travis Winger, 435 Arapahoe Street, Thermopolis.
Kevin Simpson here, sitting down with the Bobcat head coach Matt McPhee. Pleasure as always, Matt. Good to have you.
Good to see you, Kevin.
Last week, the Bobcats took on the number 1 team in 2A, the Lyman Eagles. Thermopolis fell short of upsetting them 14-6. Even in the last, probably the most complete game the Bobcats have put together this season. Can you briefly recap that game for me and describe the differences you saw in your team compared to the few weeks prior to that?
Well, you mentioned it. Lyman's a good football team. Are they number 1? They're ranked number 1. I think there's quite a few good teams. I think they rank right up there with, the Copevilles, the Lovels, and whatnot. But, really last Friday I thought, defensively we had 3 takeaways, and that's big, gave us some momentum. And offensively, we still had 2 turnovers, but they weren't as they didn't turn into instant points for the opponent. And really, I think the biggest difference, and we talked about it after the game last Friday, was just the energy level, particularly from the defense. I think when we change possessions, rarely does more than 1 or 2 guys come on or off the field. It's the same kids. So I thought our teams fed off each other. But at the end of the day, we didn't get it done, and I think we had some opportunities. But we still control our own destiny. We're excited about what we've got ahead of us.
Not a question I really want to ask you, but I'm going to anyway. The snap was something that plagued your team last week, and that seemed to be a little bit of a difference maker in the flow of your offense. Have you addressed, or have you been working on that this week in practice?
Yes, we have. It's fixed.
It's fixed. Perfect. We'll see how that works out for you. Now the Bobcats head down to the Bridger Valley to face an all-too-familiar foe with Mountain View. Mountain View having a little bit of a down year for their program, but still a team not to take lightly for the Bobcats. Both Thermopolis and Mountain View are at the bottom third of the 2A when it comes to rush defense, so I'm assuming that's something we're probably going to see more run-heavy out of Mountain View this week. The Bobcats have been pass-heavy lately due to the game script that they've been in. Knowing that Mountain View is susceptible to the run, is that something you're looking to establish earlier this week?
Yeah, I look at Mountain View. They spread the ball out. They want to, but they want to pass it and run it at the same time. So, I think they'll, kind of like a boxing match. I think they'll feel us out early in the game, and I think they'll go where they've had some success as the game goes along, and hopefully that we don't give them much success. Offensively, our game plan, I think, we've been pretty multiple. You look at our offense, we're pretty balanced, I guess, at this point. We haven't been great by any means, so our goal, one of our goals this week and focuses is to be more physical, run the football downhill, get back to kind of what you saw game 1 versus Kemmerer, where we got through the line of scrimmage quickly and look for us to establish that Friday.
So after dropping 3 in a row and knowing what you have to do to make the playoffs this year, is there a sense of urgency in your coach's office, the film room, the locker room, your practices? Kind of what's the vibe you guys are getting around here?
I don't know if sense of urgency. We understand where we're at, and it's a thing. It's a process. I think we've talked about this all along. We know going into the stretch, and I don't think anyone knew that Mountain View would be 1-5 at this point. But we knew all along that we had a 4-week stretch where we needed to get one to get into the playoffs. And I've done some math, and regardless of that, we've got a good opportunity in front of us. We get to go down to everyone's favorite place, Bridger Valley, and take on a good Buffalo team that's well coached, that has a great tradition, that's won a lot of football games lately. And we've had a good week of practice. We've had some weather just like they have. It's October in Wyoming, and here we go. So I'm excited about where we're at. I don't think we haven't flipped the switch and tried to do any magic potions. We're coaching hard just like we have all year, and I think things are coming together.
Perfect. Back by popular demand, we have a Would You Rather segment this week.
Here we go.
So here we go. Would you rather go fish or go golf?
Hey, I just want to say fantastic use of the language there. There is no ing. You could use it in fishing, but I would choose fishing over golf slightly, but every time, I believe.
Would you rather be on the TV show Naked and Afraid or The Voice?
I guess Naked and Afraid, because I certainly can't sing.
Would you rather teach your PE class in regular clothes and high heels or tennis shoes and a dress?
Oh, tennis shoes and a dress, but I can wear spandex and all that nonsense. That'll work.
Would you rather buy all used underwear or all used toothbrushes?
Toothbrushes.
Look. Would you rather have a building named after you or an award named after you?
Yeah, an award, I guess, yeah.
Would you rather have telekinesis, the ability to move things with your mind, or telepathy, the ability to read minds?
Telekinesis.
And would you rather play a football game in Antarctica or at Mountain View?
Antarctica.
All right, we got some college picks for you real fast. 5-1 Air Force, 4-point underdogs at 3-3 Boise State.
Go Broncos. Boise State all the way.
Arizona State's a pick 'em at Utah.
Is Herb Edwards still coaching there at Arizona State?
I think so.
I think so too. Okay, I'll take Utah.
Okay. And both teams 5-1. You've got number 19 BYU. They are 6.5-point underdogs at Baylor.
At Baylor, just coming off a huge upset loss to Boise State. I think BYU rebounds and they handle Baylor with ease.
And your last one's the Wyoming game. Fresno State 3.5-point favorites in Laramie.
In Laramie, no chance. Pistol Pete and company are going to take care of business there in Laramie.
All right, Coach. Thanks for your time as always, and good luck versus the Mountain View Buffaloes.
Thanks, Kevin.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Kevin Simpson here, sitting down with the Bobcat head.
This is the Wyoming Prep Football Report for the week of October 11th, and with 2 weeks remaining in the regular season, teams are looking to move into positions within their conference that will put them into the playoffs that start in 3 weeks. Things will get started on Thursday, October 14th, with a handful of games on the schedule. In Class 3A, it will be Evanston at number 3 Star Valley. That has a 7 o'clock kickoff. In Class 2A, it will be Pinedale at number 1 Lyman. That'll get started at 3:30. And in Class 1A 9-man football, Wyoming Indian will be at St. Stephen's, 4 o'clock start there. And Riverside will be at Moorcroft with a 5:30 kickoff. On Friday, in Class 4A, Cheyenne Central will be at number 1 Rock Springs. Number 4 Cheyenne East will be at Kelly Walsh. And Laramie will be at Cheyenne South. Those 3 games will start at 6 o'clock. A pair of 7 o'clock kickoffs. Number 5 Natrona County will be at number 3 Thunder Basin. And number 2 Sheridan will be at Campbell County. In Class 3A football, 5 o'clock kickoff for number 4 Powell at number 2 Jackson. A pair of games will start at 6. Buffalo will be at number 5 Douglas, and Lander will be at Rollins. 6:30 kickoff for number 1 Cody at Green River, and Worland will be at Riverton with a 7 o'clock start in that one. In Class 2A football, Thermopolis will be at Mountain View, 3 o'clock kickoff for Mountain View High School. Kevin Simpson and I will have the call for you on 101.7 KDNO. At 4 o'clock in 2A football, it will be number 4 Cokeville at Big Piney. Kemmerer will be at number 3 Lovell. Newcastle will be at Burns. Both of those games will start at 6. Number 2 Torrington will be at number 5 Wheatland. Upton Sundance will be at Glenrock. Those games will start at 7 p.m. In Class 1A 9-man football, a pair of ranked teams will get things going. Number 3 Rocky Mountain will be at number 4 Wind River. 6 o'clock start in that one. Also at 6 o'clock, it'll be Saratoga at Wright. Number 2 Shoshone will travel to Grable. And Southeast will be at Lusk. At 7 o'clock on Friday night in 9-man football, Lingle Fort Laramie will travel to Southeast Wyoming to take on number 1 Pine Bluffs at 7 o'clock. One game on the schedule Friday night in Class 1A 6-man football. At 6 p.m., it'll be KC at Midwest. On Saturday, October 16th, half a dozen games on the schedule in prep football. Things will get going at 10 a.m. as Little Snake River, the number 1 team in 6-man football, will be at Natrona to take on the Natrona sophomores. In Class 2A football, at 6 o'clock, it'll be Bighorn at Tongue River. And 4 other games in Class 1A 6-man, Hannah Elk Mountain will be taking on number 4 Hewlett. That's a 12 o'clock kickoff, and that game will be played at Midwest High School. At 1 o'clock Saturday, it will be Burlington at Guernsey Sunrise. 2 o'clock kickoff for Farson Eden at number 3 Matitsi. And at 3 o'clock on Saturday, it'll be number 5 Dubois at number 2 Encampment. This has been the Wyoming Prep Football Report for Week 7. I'm Donnie Bioris reporting for the Wind River Radio Network. Have a great weekend and enjoy the games.
Rehabilitation and Wellness in Thermopolis also has something called the Gotchi Wellness Center. It's your dream gym with cardio equipment, cable machines, free weights and dumbbells, hydraulic resistance machines, and personal trainers that care about your goals. The Wellness Center is huge and includes a rock wall, pegboard, sled, tires, punching bags, squat rack, and a whole lot more. Check out the Senior Wellness class. To take the first step to a healthier you, visit gotchi.org.
P6 Station Stone-Fired Pizza is proud to sponsor Thermopolis Youth Athletics. When you open the door, it hits you. The smell of freshly baked wings or pizza. Your Stone-Fire creation comes out with the perfect golden brown crust, fresh toppings, and melted cheese that some can only dream of. Don't forget to check out the Pizza of the Month. Enjoy your meal inside or under the pergola. P6 Station Stone-Fired Pizza. 544 Park Street in Thermopolis.
Welcome back to the Gotcha Rehab pregame show leading up to kickoff between the Bobcats and the Buffaloes this afternoon.
Always a great chat with Coach McPhee. Good coach.
Here at Mountain View High School.
He used the correct plural of Buffalo, but
Bobcats coming in 1-4 overall, 1-3 in conference play following their loss to number 1 Lyman a week ago, 14-6. Mountain View 1-5 overall, 1-4 in conference play. They picked up their first win a couple weeks ago against Pinedale, 57-0. A team the Bobcats will see a week from today to finish up the regular season. Last week, Mountain View fell to Big Piney 27-7. I think if I remember Kevin correctly, Big Piney with 21 points in the second half to pull out that victory. Last meeting between these two teams a year ago in Thermopolis, and Mountain View came out on top 38-14. Mountain View leads the overall series 15-7. They're 8-5 here at Mountain View, Kevin, and this is a team that the Bobcats have lost 10 straight to, looking to put an end to a long losing streak this afternoon.
Yeah, we're on the wrong side of that streak, Donnie. It's definitely something that I'm sure is burned in the minds of the coaches from present all the way back to I'm trying to think who would have started that streak, but 10 years is a long time, and I think today is probably one of the better chances to end it, especially talking about ending a streak at Buffalo, at Mountain View. I keep saying Buffalo because I keep looking at the Buffs logo out there in the end zone, but yeah, today's definitely a doable game for them to end that streak, but that's not the right side of the streak that we want to be on at all.
And included in those 10 games, it's regular season games. There's been playoff. Bobcats have had their entire season come to an end here on more than one occasion during the playoffs, and so it's a long losing streak that the Bobcats would like to see end this afternoon. Some Mountain View names you're going to hear quite a bit this afternoon. Tanner Collins, 700 yards rushing on the season, 11 touchdowns on the ground for him. Wyatt Reese, the quarterback, 430 yards passing, 4 touchdowns through the air, has thrown 7 picks. Carson Erdley and Tanner Collins, the 2 leading receivers for Mountain View as well. Both of these teams on the negative side of the turnover margin overall for the season. The Cats are down 1 in the turnover margin, but Mountain View has turned it over 5 more times than they've taken it away this year, and that's something the Bobcats need to try and get done this afternoon as well, is get some takeaways.
Yeah, Bobcats on, we say -1 on the turnover ratio there for the Bobcats, but last couple of weeks they've definitely been doing a good job of creating some turnover, at least disrupting. We had 2 picks last week and a possible 3rd that we probably could have had as well. So they're in the right places at the right times, and today's definitely one of those days where you need to capitalize on those. And McPhee even talked about getting those turnovers and then turning those turnovers into points has been something the Bobcats have struggled with the last couple of weeks. So not just forcing those turnovers, but you got to make them count, Donnie.
Yeah, got to turn them turnovers into points, and that's something that Coach has been harping on all season here as the Bobcats move along here with the 2 weeks left in the season, but 3 games left in the season, counting today. Quick turnaround for the Cats. They'll turn around. They got that makeup game with Big Piney on Tuesday, and then wrap up the regular season next Friday. 3 games in 7 days, something you just don't see. Pick a level, you don't see it in football.
Yeah, you don't, and it's going to be tough because, especially when you have a Tuesday game, you've got the weekend here, so you think tomorrow's going to be a rest day. Well, no, the Bobcats are going to have a brief practice tomorrow when they get home, and then there's no school on Monday, but there is going to be a practice on Monday, light practice, I believe. But I mean, it's hard to prepare and install things in a 2-day layover basically between games, and it's just not something that, like you said, in any level that any team's used to. So it's going to be a big challenge, I think.
Well, we're here. We'll go right into our Edward Jones, Travis Winger keys to the game.
All right, the keys to the game I've got for Edward Jones today. First thing I have is we talked about forget the past. The Mob struggled here in the past, but this year is definitely a winnable game. It's kind of one of those things where you don't want to come out here and play on this field. But I think today the Bobcats need to get off that bus and set things straight today. So that's key number 1. Key number 2, control the line. I know there's been a couple injuries on that Buffs offensive and defensive line, so it's a very possible thing for the Bobcats to get out there and control that line of scrimmage and exploit some of those weaknesses. And the third key of the game I have is clean up those mental mistakes I talked about last week, the drops, the penalties. We'll see if we've got that snap problem fixed that they had last week. But those are your 3 Edward Jones keys to the game, brought to you by your local advisor, Travis Winger.
Thank you, Kevin. We'll take a quick timeout, come back, and we'll have our starting lineups and the kickoff. It's the Gotcha Rehab pregame show. KDNO back after this timeout.
For a place to relax, sip on your favorite specialty lattes or tea, and find the best gifts for any occasion, Storyteller is the place for you. Books brimming with compelling stories, gifts for the kids like Legos and coloring projects, and something for your family and friends like hats, jewelry, or a bag of award-winning Mountain Air roasted jackrabbit java. To learn more, visit StorytellerWyo.com or swing by at 524 Broadway in Thermopolis.
Welcome back to the Gotcha Rehab pregame show, and with our starting lineups, here's Kevin.
All right, your offensive lineman starters today. I've got sophomore number 71, Porter McCumber. Other offensive lineman next to him, senior number 72, Austin Barrow gets the start today. Welcome back, Hazen Thurgood, number 52, senior. He'll be your center tonight. Also, senior number 61, Jack Sorensen, and number 55, senior Damian Gosnell will round out your offensive linemen. Your skills players tonight will be wide receiver, senior number 17, Jack Ream. Wide receiver, senior number 33, Eli McCumber. In your H-back wide receiver combination players tonight, we've got number 44, Adley Coyne, as well as number 12, Wyatt McDermott, also a senior. In the backfield tonight, you'll see number 11, junior Brody Farrell, and the quarterback, as always, number 10, Gavin Shumway, as a junior. And those are your Hot City Coffee starting lineups. Start your day with a coffee from Hot City Coffee in Dairyland.
Will receive the initial.
Thank you, Kevin. Bobcats will, coin toss just completed. The Cats will receive the kickoff to start this game. We'll take a timeout, come back with that opening kickoff. It's been the Gotcha Rehab pregame show. KDNO back after this
We
time.
want to welcome all fans, students, parents, athletes.
Thermopolis Hardware and Mercantile is a proud supporter of Bobcats athletics. There's so much more than a hardware store. You'll find Ashley furniture and decor perfect for your home. There's a great toy selection, as well as tools, kitchen items, grills, and a garden section. That means there's something for everyone at Thermopolis Hardware. Don't forget to check out their variety of custom cabinets, window shading, and flooring.
Hi, I'm Karen with Thermopolis Hardware. Buy local, be local. Go Bobcats!
Hi, I'm Ryan.
And I'm Tess.
And welcome to Right Rehab.
Right Rehabilitation in Thermopolis will help you stay active, mobile, and healthy. No referrals are necessary. Right Rehab has specialists you won't find anywhere else. They're the only team to offer pelvic rehabilitation and have the only board-certified orthopedic specialist in the region. Their services range from injury prevention and management, post-operative care, women's health, dry needling, and more. They offer a Titleist-certified golf program with help from a trainer and golf pro to make your golf game better than ever. Make the right choice with your friends and neighbors at Right Rehabilitation. Visit www.rightrehab.com or call 307-864-3877. Did you know that 1 in 4 kids have a vision problem that affects their learning? Thermopolis Eye Care has been a leading provider of optometry services and vision care products in the Thermopolis community since 2009. They're the folks that you can trust when it comes to making sure your school-age kids have the tools they need to succeed. Thermopolis Eye Care, 420 Arapahoe Street, or call 307-864-2324. Thermopolis Eye Care.
Dairyland and Hot City Coffee. It's your destination for your coffee fix or the perfect spot for lunch. The place you know for afternoon fun is also where you can try their full menu of burgers, specialty lattes, and blended drinks. Don't forget to try the ice cream varieties and sweet treats too. Open 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. Monday through Saturday and closed on Sundays. Find them at 510 Park Street. Dairyland and Hot City Coffee. Your hole-in-one choice for Thermopolis.
Welcome back to Thermopolis Bobcat football. The Cats getting ready to take on the Mountain View Buffaloes this afternoon. 2-0 West Conference football from Mountain View High School. A chilly, breezy day here this afternoon in Mountain View. Kevin keeps shivering here next to me. There's about 7 people in this box. It shouldn't be that chilly up here, but it was a cool afternoon here this afternoon. But again, considering the time of year, it certainly could have been worse. Bobcats looking to pick up their second conference win of the season, as is Mountain View. And the winner of this game, as Kevin and I have talked about here in the pregame, winner of this game starts to put themselves in the position to get a postseason spot secured. Certainly wouldn't be locked up with a win here this afternoon, but both of these teams need this win if they want to keep pushing toward getting a playoff spot.
Yeah, absolutely. You drop one here and you're really behind the 8 ball. Like I said, the Bobcats probably in a better position than Mountain View right now. If they win this game, they just basically win the next 2. Mountain View wins this game. They're counting up them out basically to win 2 because they don't really have that tiebreaker that the Bobcats would have. So obviously both teams kind of behind the 8 ball here. Bobcats in a way better position in my opinion when we talk about where they hold their fate, I guess, not leaving things a chance and just winning 3 pretty much would probably do it for the Bobcats.
And it's rare, at least in recent memory, that in week teams still have a chance to secure a postseason spot. Usually, by the time you get into this part of the season, things are pretty much determined. It's more jockeying for which one of those 4 spots are you going to be seated in, but this is really going to come out the way things are starting to shake out in the West, and I think it's a little bit in the East as well. This is really going to come down to Week 8 and that final Friday night next week on who's in, who's out, and then determine what the seedings are going to be.
Yeah, a little bit different than last year where, you play that last game of the season. It's just kind of you're out there playing for pride, and this year Bobcats can be in a position where it's probably going to be really means something to talk about that last game of the season.
Cats will receive to start the game. Kick is off, and it will be Brody Farrell picking it up at the 6-yard line. Brody out over the 15, runs out of a tackle at the 20, gets out near the 25-yard line, and that's where he'll be brought down, and the Cats will start 1st and 10.
Kick from Nash Picola and a nice little shifty
from there, going to spot at the 24-yard line is where the Cats will have it.
Mountain View comes out on
Farrell with an 18-yard return.
For Thermopolis.
Brody Farrell with the return, and you're going to hear that name a lot as the Bobcats get out there on offense. Purple pants,
Bobcats straight to the line of scrimmage.
Looks
a little bit more conventional offensive set here. A couple tight ends.
Gavin under center.
Gavin under center, and 2 backs in the eye, Coyne and Farrell. Hand off to second man through, which is Farrell. Rody's out over the 30-yard line. Stiff arms man. He's out over the 40. Across midfield, and he's into Mountain View territory with a 1st down. Good stiff arm at about the 30-yard line to free himself up, and Brody Farrell, they need to get him on track, and he definitely got on track there on the 1st down carry. Brody will pick up about 26 yards on that carry, and it'll be 1st and 10 Cats from the Mountain View 48-yard line.
Brody stiff arming a Mountain View player right in the top of that helmet, shoving him down.
He's not big, but he is a bareback rider on weekends. 1st and 10 Cats, same play to Farrell again, and this time Brody off right tackle will pick up about 2 yards. On that previous play, the Thermopolis Bobcats cross midfield, and AARP Wyoming wants to remind you good things happen after 50. To see what's going on for folks over 50 in Wyoming, check out AARP Wyoming's Facebook page. 2nd and 8 Cats from the Mountain View 46, just underway. We apologize, there is no scoreboard on your screen if you're watching the video of this today. Not able to get that set up with the setup that we have up here at the Mountain View press box. 2nd and 10 Cats, this one to Farrell, left side, and Brody will get back to the line of scrimmage, no gain. Going off the left side, bring up 3rd and 8 for the Cats from the Mountain View 46.
3rd and about 7 for the Bobcats.
That first big play by Brody, and then Mountain View kind of said, hey guys, we should probably watch out for him.
Coyne and Ream will split out to the right side. This is a more familiar setup for the Cats. McCumber will split out to the near side on the left side of the field. Shumway from the gun puts McCumber in motion. Direct snap to Farrell. Rody's got room right side. If he can get a block, he gets around the edge inside the 40, and Brody should have the 1st down there. That'll be a gain of about 9 there on that play for Farrell, down to the Mountain View 37-yard line. Cats convert on 3rd down, keep the sticks moving.
Good job by the Bobcats setting that edge a little bit and getting Brody some room on the outside. It looked like Mountain View was bringing 2 rushers right up the middle.
10:05 to go first quarter, opening drive for the Bobcats, and they have it 1st and 10 at the Mountain View 37. Back to the I formation. Shumway will go under center. Second man throws Farrell again. Brody will push the pile forward inside the 35-yard line to about the 34. Gain of 3 for Brody. He's touched it every down so far on this drive, Kevin.
Yep, 5 straight plays, 5 straight Brody Farrell runs.
for this Thermopolis team.
McCumber and Coyne will split out to the right side, the short side of the field. McDermott and Ream to the wide side. Farrell will be in the backfield with Shumway.
Inside the 35 from the Mountain View 30.
From the gun, they'll bring Coyne in motion. Jet sweep to Adley, left side. Needs to get around a man. Does. He's inside the 30. Gets tackled up high. No call there. I don't think there was a face mask. I think it was just a high tackle up around his neck. Gets inside the 30 to about the 29 is where they spot it. It's going to be third on a long two for the Cats. Shumway will go back under center. Two receivers to either side. Farrell the lone back. Shumway will keep it himself, and Gavin will get the first down.
Shumway with the keeper.
That will be a first down as they spot it at the Mountain View 26-yard line. So a quarterback keep of 3 yards there for Gavin, and the sticks move again for the Cats. 8:35 to go first quarter. Cats doing it all on the ground here so far.
Maybe they lull them to sleep here and take a shot.
Two receivers to either side again for the Cats. Shumway from the gun. Farrell off his right shoulder. Gavin, toss outside to Farrell. Rody can't make the first man miss. Good open field tackle there from Gus Roden.
With the tackle on Farrell.
Just a loss of 1.
Second down for the loss of 1.
Second and 11 for the Cats. Ball spotted back at the Mountain View 27. McCumber will split out to the right, and 3 receivers left for the Cats. Shumway from the gun. Yet to see a throw here on this opening drive.
Shotgun look for Farrell.
Shumway from the gun, back to throw. Right side has McCumber, but too tall for Eli. It goes incomplete. Eli had the inside position on the Mountain View defensive back, but just a little too high on the pass. Third and 11 Cats. Clock stops for the first time on this drive. 7:38 to go in the first quarter.
Well run route there by McCumber, just about 6 yards and in, and just too tall, like you said. Gavin just missed him.
2 receivers to either side for the Cats. Shumway from the gun. Farrell looks like he'll take the direct snap here. It will be to Rody. Fakes a handoff, now keeps it himself. Flag comes in as Rody gets inside the 25, inside the 10, to the 5. He'll go in for the score, but
I think it's coming back.
This one, I believe, is coming back.
And I wouldn't be surprised if this is
going to be a block, going to be a hold.
That's a holding call against
It's either a block in the back or a hold on the outside there. And I think everybody knew it, including Rody.
But Thermopolis has found a way with Brody Farrell to get the yards they need.
So from the spot of the foul, the first penalty of the game goes against the Cats. Backs them up 10 yards all the way out to the Mountain View 39.
They've already broken one of those Edward Jones keys of the game. That mental mistake there, and cost the Bobcats a touchdown.
Empty backfield for the Cats. They'll put 4 receivers to the right. Farrell, the lone receiver, to the left. Third and a long ways right now for the Cats. Whistles, and Mountain View didn't like how they were set up against the Bobcat offense. They call a timeout. 7:13 to go in the first. No score. You're listening to Cat Football, KDNO. Back after this timeout.
So many babies are delivered at Hot Springs Health in Thermopolis. Could it be the exceptional prenatal care offered by our providers? Or our convenient family practice clinics located in Thermopolis, Warland, Basin, Shoshone, and Riverton? Maybe it's our new OB suites with large jetted tub, or maybe it's the place where you know you can find all of this and more.
Here in Wyoming, we live by the spirit of the Wild West.
Now where the sun's a little brighter, where the snows that fall are a trifle whiter, where the bonds of home are a wee bit tighter, that's where the West begins.
We're the bank that's with you wherever that spirit, because we're more than a bank in Wyoming. We're Wyoming in a bank. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be.
and long for the Bobcats.
3rd and 23 for the Cats after the holding penalty, and Mountain View with the timeout. Cats will come back with that 4-receiver look to the right. Farrell the lone back to the left. Shumway empty backfield. Back to throw. Gets it to Coyne. Adley can't get around the first man. Gets brought down at the 35. It's going to bring up 4th and about 19.
He was all over that screen pass.
Gain of about 6 there on that pass play. Cats will go for it. They've had the ball for over 5 minutes of this first quarter. Same look for the Cat. Nope, 3 receivers out to the right this time. McCumber, the lone receiver, left. Farrell in the backfield with Shumway. Now he moves over to his left shoulder. Shumway goes from the gun.
2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left.
Snap back. Gavin looking down the field. Airs one out. And that is over everybody's head at the goal line. Jack Rain was streaking down the near side. Coyne was inside of him. But the pass over everybody's head, and the Cats have turned it over on downs. Got it down to the Mountain View 27-yard line before things started going backwards there for the Cats.
All too familiar scene from the Bobcats. A very promising drive there. Stalls out, a couple of mental mistakes there, puts them back, and then Bobcats just can't convert.
Mountain View's first possession, though, very similar look to what the Cats do. They'll put 2 receivers to either side. Wyatt Reese and the quarterback, and Tanner Collins, the back behind him in the pistol. Hand off to Collins. Collins up the middle, gets to the 35, and then gets driven backwards. Brody Farrell in on the tackle, along with Eli McCumber and big number 61, Jarek Sorensen on the tackle. Gain of maybe half a yard. Give him credit for 1, I guess. 2nd and 9 for Mountain View. Same look, 2 receivers to either side. Pistol. Reese, the quarterback, takes a snap, back to throw, looking right side, floats one up, and that's going to be dropped at midfield. Ball kind of floated, throwing it into that wind, Kevin, that we talked about. Throwing it to the Mountain View sideline, you're throwing it into that pretty good breeze that's blowing, and that ball just floated up in the air on him.
Yeah, I was watching some of those warm-ups, and almost turns the ball sideways as it floats out there. It's one of those that you can't really lob. You got to kind of throw it. If you're throwing the wind, it's got to be on a rope.
3rd and a long 9 for Mountain View. Two teams that don't hardly huddle at all during the course of a football game. Mountain View, 2 receivers again to either side. Snap back to Reese, back to throw. Now looking left this time. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to be brought down. That's a sack for the Cats.
And the Buffaloes will go 3 and out on their opening drive.
Bobcat tackle, looking to see who that last man off the pile was there. That's Austin Barrow with the sack for the Bobcats. Big number 72 with the tackle for a 2-yard loss. Brings up 4th and 11 for Mountain View, and they'll punt the football away. Nice job by the Bobcat defense. Line drive punt from Walker takes a Mountain View bounce, picked up by Shumway. Gavin out over the 35, spins out of a tackle out over the 40 to about the 41.
Brings up 1st and 10 for the Bobcats.
Good return there from Gavin Shumway, and Cats with good field position for their second drive, Kevin.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if he was going to attempt to field that or not. It was a low punt that just kept end over ending at him, and those are kind of dangerous to field, especially when you got a defender barreling down on your full speed. But good job by Gavin fielding that punt and turning that field and getting about 15 yards on that return.
That's the one where coach says, no. Yeah, nice job.
Yeah,
well done.
Good job, buddy.
1st and 10 Cats from their 41. They'll put 2 receivers to either side. Moved the ball pretty well that first drive. Just had things stall out after the penalty. Direct snap to Farrell. Rhodey right up the middle. And Rhodey will pick up close to 3 on 1st down on that direct snap. 2nd and 7 Cats from their 44-yard line. So it is a 3-yard gain for Rhodey. Clock runs at 4:45 to go in the first quarter. No score on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. 3 receivers to the near side. McCumber, the lone receiver, to the right. Snap back to Shumway. Gavin back to throw. has one across the middle. That's caught. That's McCumber. We got a flag down in the backfield as McCumber gets to the Mountain View side of the field, but I think we're going to have a hold again here on the Cats. Came from the white hat in the backfield. It's going to be the second holding call on the Cats, and it will take away another first down.
Holding call against the Bobcats will back them up a little bit.
From the original line of scrimmage, so it'll put the ball back to the Cat 31-yard line, so it'll bring up 2nd and 20 for the Cats.
Just, like I said, all too familiar for the Bobcats to get that big positive play, and
after that holding penalty,
just a mental mistake again and comes back.
2nd and 20 for the Cats, and back to the two tight end look, I formation for the Cats. Coyne and Farrell in the backfield. Now bring a man in motion, toss to Coyne. Adley's got room to run, runs over a man at the 35, out over the 40 to the 44.
Coyne eventually brought down by
It's a 13-yard gain for Adley Coyne. He got the penalty yardage back, and we're back to where we were about 40 seconds ago, where it's going to be 3rd and 7 for the Cats.
Adley trucked the guy.
Got good hard running there by Adley Coyne.
Yeah.
Cats will put 3 receivers to the wide side of the field, which is the right side. McCumber, lone receiver to the left, Shumway from the gun with Farrell next to him in the backfield. 3rd and 7 Cats from their 44. Direct snap to Farrell, right side. Rhodey gets the edge. Rhodey to midfield. Across midfield, has a first down as he gets down to the Mountain View 46-yard line is where they'll spot it. So another first down for the Cats as they move into the Mountain View side of the field. And on that last play, the Cats cross midfield, and AARP Wyoming wants to remind you good things happen after 50. To see what's going on for folks over 50 in Wyoming, check out AARP Wyoming's Facebook page.
Well said, Donnie.
So on 1st and 10 from the Mountain View 46.
Cats will put 3 receivers to the near side, McDermott, Coyne, and Ream.
And now we're ready to go.
McCumber, the lone receiver, to the right. Ball on the right side hash. Farrell in the backfield with Shumway. Direct snapped again to Rhodey. This time he'll take the left side, gets a block from Shumway. Rhodey puts a foot in the ground, cuts up field. It's going to be a short gain, about 3 yards on the carry. Looked like it might go for more, but Mountain View did a nice job in pursuit there and held Farrell to just 3 yards.
Farrell already with 9 carries here in the first quarter.
Second down for the Bobcats.
Yeah, he may approach 40 carries in this ball game. Clock down to 2:20 to go first quarter. 2nd and 7 for the Cats from the Mountain View 43-yard line. Second possession for the Bobcats. They turned it over on downs. On their first possession, Shumway from the gun, 2 receivers to either side. Shumway rolls right, throws through the out route, but nobody there in a white shirt. They had run a little bit deeper routes that time, and it goes incomplete, and bring up 3rd and 7 for the Cats.
The outside, and he broke to the inside, so just kind of threw it out there.
Mountain View had all kinds of pressure. It almost seemed at first like Thermopolis was trying
Shumway
to
goes over. I think he tossed his gloves over to the Bobcat bench there. 3rd and 7 Cats. They'll put Ream, McDermott, and Coyne out to the right. McCumber will split out to the left. Shumway, Farrell in the backfield. Snap back to Gavin. Drops back to throw. Throws. That's caught by Coyne. Adley's got the first down as he gets inside the 35 down to the 33-yard line, and that'll move the sticks for the Cats. Good throw, good catch there.
Shumway to Coyne, brought down by Schultz.
10-yard gain on that.
First down, Bobcats.
3rd and 7s, 3rd and 9s, pretty well right now.
And the Bobcats looking for a play call.
Clock continues to run, down to a minute 45 to go. Cats have dominated time of possession in this quarter. Mountain View's had 3 offensive plays. 2 receivers again to either side. Shumway back into the gun. Hands off. Nope, keeps it himself right up the middle. Gavin's got room as he gets inside the 30. Gets thrown down at about the 28-yard line, but that'll be a gain of 5, almost 6 on first down for the Cats, and that's keeping yourself ahead of the sticks there.
About 5 3/4.
Good first play on that set of downs.
And Gavin's going to have to
get banged up.
Come over the sideline. He got thrown down pretty hard there. He is going to come to the sideline. And so Zane Stam will come in for the Bobcats.
I think the head of
clock did stop. No, we've got a timeout called by the Cats. 1:11 to go in the first quarter. We'll take the timeout as well. Cats facing 2nd and 5. This is Bobcat Football. KDNO back after this timeout.
Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness knows what it means to be on top of your game. For over 60 years, Gotchi has led the field in providing physical therapy, occupational therapy, and wellness in Thermopolis and their facilities in Worland, Basin, Powell, Cody, and Shoshone. Whether you're recovering from an injury, deconditioned, post-stroke, or just looking to take control of your health, you'll find years of dedicated experience paired with personal care at Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness. Learn more at gotchi.org.
1:11 to go in the first quarter. Cats facing a 2nd and 5 from the Mountain View 28-yard line. No score on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Cats have had the football every play here, but 3 in this first quarter. Cats using the timeout there, and Kevin and I are having a debate on whether that timeout was used to keep Shumway in the ball game, because if the Cats use a timeout, I think the player doesn't have to come out for a play.
Gavin's still on the far sideline, so I think they're getting a play call in for, I'm guessing we're going to see
Zane Stam. Yep, Zane Stam will be at quarterback as the Cats come out for this 2nd and 5 play. He'll go from the gun. He's got, Brody Farrell will be in the backfield with Coyne next to him. This will be a direct snap to Farrell. He's got Coyne in front of him. Brody's inside the 25, makes a move inside the 20, down to the 16-yard line. That'll be a Cat first down again. Direct snap to Farrell as it was Rody and Coyne in the backfield, and they'll line up that way again here on 1st and 10 from the Mountain View 18-yard line.
Trying to bend but not break.
Clock under a minute to go in the first quarter.
Will be 1st and 10 from the 17.
Snap back to Farrell. Rody rolls right. He wants to throw. He's got a man open. Caught by McCumber. Touchdown, Bobcats. Brody Farrell with the touchdown pass. Eli McCumber with the catch. And might be I'm trying to think back to last season. I don't believe Rody threw a halfback pass last year for a score. That might be his first high school touchdown pass.
I don't think he did. I think Logan Cole might have thrown one last year.
Oh, and McCumber on for the extra point for the Bobcats. Snap down, kick, line drive kick is up, and it's good. With 48 seconds to go in the first quarter, the Bobcats take the lead over Mountain View 7-0. This is Cat Football. KDNO back after this timeout.
I'm Travis Winger. I'm a financial advisor with Edward Jones. And we do, I pride myself on helping people with financial planning, achieving whatever goals are most important to them. The most valuable thing you have when it comes to planning for your future is time. The sooner you start and the more detailed your plan is, the better chance of success you have. First-timers are my favorite people to work with because they're hungry to learn, and coming to see me doesn't cost anything. I don't charge for appointments, I don't charge for anything. Come in, talk to me, and all you'll leave with is a little bit more knowledge than you came in with.
Edward Jones Financial Advisor Travis Winger, 435 Arapahoe Street, Thermopolis.
48 seconds to go in the first quarter. The Bobcats taking a 7-0 lead on the 17-yard touchdown pass. Brody Farrell to Eli McCumber. Bobcats 2 possessions, Kevin. They've been able to move the ball down the field. The first possession, the Cats holding penalty stalled that drive out, and they turned it over on downs. This time they were able to overcome a holding penalty, take it down the field, and cash it in.
Yeah, I mean, a great play call by the Bobcats. We were talking here at the break, with Gavin out right now until he comes back in. I think there's going to run Brody Farrell back there as kind of a little dual threat type option. So we'll see how that works out for the Bobcats. Hopefully Gavin's all right, and we see him back here pretty quick.
Worked out on 2 plays, so Eli McCumber will handle the kickoff for the Cats. Short end over end kick that's fielded at the 40-yard line and brought to the 44 on the return. That's where Mountain View will have it for the second time as we get close to the end of the first quarter. Cats leading 7-0 on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard.
Bobcats running, let's see here, 20 plays compared to Mountain View's 3 in the first quarter so far.
So trailing 7-0.
Mountain View will have it 1st and 10 from their 44. They'll put 3 receivers to the right side. 1 receiver left, and in the backfield is quarterback Wyatt Reese and Braden Walker, the back this time. First possession, it was Collins. Collins will go in motion, hand off to Walk up the middle, to Walker. Walker to the 45, might have got the nose of the football just over the 45. Gain of a yard for Mountain View to bring up 2nd and 9.
So it's a gain of 1 on first down.
Clock under 30 seconds to go here in the first quarter. See if Mountain View gets this one off before the quarter runs out. It's down to 15. They still got players moving into position. Trips to the right for Mountain View. Clock under 7 to go. And I think they're going to let it go ahead and run out here in the first quarter. Bobcats dominating time of possession in that first period. They lead 7-0. As we move to the second, it's Cat Football KDNO back after this timeout.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Did you know the Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness in Thermopolis also has something called the Gotchi Wellness Center? It's your dream gym with cardio equipment, cable machines, free weights and dumbbells, hydraulic resistance machines, and personal trainers that care about your goals. The Wellness Center is huge.
2nd and 9 for Mountain View as we start the second quarter here from Mountain View High School. Bobcats leading 7-0 on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Wyatt Reese from the gun, empty backfield for Mountain View on 2nd down. Now brings Collins in motion. Toss right side to Collins, and Wyatt McDermott right there to bring him down for a loss. Wyatt read that play, and a nice job coming up in the open field and bringing Collins down for a loss. Got help from a couple teammates to finish that play off. It'll be a loss of 1 and bring up 3rd and 10 for the Buffaloes.
Good job by Wyatt. He just kind of hung out there on the other side and waited for that play to come around to him.
Yeah, it sat out there at that corner spot and read that play well. 3 receivers to the left for Mountain View. Collins in the backfield with Reese. 1 receiver split out to the right side. 3rd and 10 Mountain View from their 44. Reese in the pistol, back to throw, nope, draw to Collins, and the Cats right there to bring him down for another loss. The draw didn't fool anybody there. Cats coming through, and it was 2 Bobcats, Hadley Johnson and Porter McCumber, I believe, the 2 cousins in on that tackle for the Bobcats. A 2-yard loss brings up 4th and 12, and Mountain View will punt for the 2nd consecutive time.
Looks like Shumway back to receive.
That punt almost blocked. Line drive hits and takes a Mountain View roll inside the 20-yard line, be down at the 17.
Play brings up first and 10 for the Bobcats.
And Gavin was out on the field to receive the punt, but now he is.
I think he's tossing his gloves off to the
tossing his gloves off,
sideline.
yep.
He's back in the quarterback for the Cats. Third possession for the Cats, 10:33 to go in the second quarter. Bobcats leading 7-0.
5-yard line for sure, but I think there they wanted to pin him back. This would be the worst starting position for Mom's had. See if our defense
Cats with a rare huddle here to start this drive. They'll come out with that two tight end look. The back's in the eye. Farrell the deep back. Shumway under center. First and 10. Toss left side to Farrell. Rhodey out across midfield.
He's gone.
Nobody there to catch him. This is a foot race. Rhodey Farrell at the 30, the 20, the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Bobcats. Rhodey Farrell will take it 83 yards.
Wow.
For the touchdown.
Wow. He broke through there, and like you said, it was a foot race, and I don't see many people who can catch Brody Farrell.
Well, it looked like he was going to let a blocker, setting up to let a blocker do his thing, but he went ahead and ran past his man, the blocker in front of him, and he found the seam, and he was gone.
That's one of those situations where it's good to be impatient.
Eli McCumber with the extra point. That's up, and it's good. 10:20 to go in the second quarter, and the Cats push their lead to 14-0 over the Mountain View Buffaloes. This is Bobcat Football KDNO, back with the kickoff after this timeout.
Pegboard, sled, tires, punching bags, squat rack, and a whole lot more. Check out the Senior Wellness class. To take the first step to a healthier you, visit gotchi.org.
P6 Station Stone-Fired Pizza is proud to sponsor Thermopolis Youth Athletics. When you open the door, it hits you. The smell of freshly baked wings or pizza. Your Stone-Fire creation comes out with the perfect golden brown crust, fresh toppings, and melted cheese that some can only dream of. Don't forget to check out the Pizza of the Month. Enjoy your meal inside or under the pergola. P6 Station Stone-Fired Pizza. 544 Park Street in Thermopolis.
Bobcat touchdown drive, one play, 83 yards. Brody Farrell taking it from the Cats 17-yard line and looked like a trackster going down the far sideline. 83 yards, the Cats with the extra point lead, 14-0 over Mountain View. 10:20 to go in the second quarter. Kevin, we talked about the struggles that these two defenses have had against the run. So far, Mountain View has shown that they struggle against the run. Bobcat defense has stepped up here, at least so far through this first half, and really shut down whatever Mountain View wanted to do.
Yeah, Bobcats doing a really good job of executing a game plan and taking advantage of the Mountain View soft run defense.
Kick from McCumber, dropped at the 25-yard line, now picked up and brought up the middle. Room to run as he's over the 40 to midfield. And I don't believe they're going to catch the Mountain View return man. That is Carson Erdley with the kickoff return for touchdown. And just like that, Mountain View gets themselves back into the football game with a 75-yard touchdown return from Carson Erdley. Looked like the Cats were going to bottle him up right around the 30, and he was able to come out of the pile and got through that first wave, and it was a foot race to the end zone.
Yeah, kind of, like you said, short kick, and then he just found an opening and got ahead of everybody else.
Mountain View on for the extra point attempt here. Snap down, hold down, kick on the way, and it is good. And with 10:07 to go in the first half, it's now the Bobcats 14 and Mountain View 7. We'll keep this one here to get everything caught up here. 75-yard touchdown return from Mountain View, and all of a sudden the team in black that was kind of moving around with some heads hanging, they have a little pop in their step now after a a big return.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy. Like you said, they just it was kind of a herd right there at the beginning, and then he kind of stepped over a defender that was on the ground, and he was off to the races, and that's kind of the jolt that the Mountain View team needed. And let's see how the Bobcats respond here with their own kickoff return.
You see it happen at any level. A dropped kick, a dropped punt, and it's almost like the coverage team lets up a little bit.
Yeah.
And Bobcats giving up the kick return for the touchdown, and the Bobcat lead now cut in half.
Yeah, sometimes those are, like you say, they let up, or they almost over-pursue sometimes. They run past where that bobbled kick is at, and then kind of what you saw with the Mountain View player just found himself out in front of everybody.
Coyne and Farrell deep to receive the kick. Good kicking game here for Mountain View. High end-over-end kick that Farrell will take from his 7-yard line. Brody out over the 20, the 25. Flag comes in as Brody gets out across midfield. Brody at the Mountain View 30, at the 20, down to the 13, but it's coming back. This one's coming back. The flag down at the Bobcat 32-yard line.
We're going to have a block in the back, I think.
It's like a yellow hanky on the field. To the Mountain View 12, and now hang on, it looks like there's a flag.
It's coming back. You're right. There it is. We just talked about that.
The officials are discussing.
And the referee's making sure they've got the call right. The flag is down right around that 32-yard line.
Yeah, this one is coming back. Just waiting for the call from the official.
Most definitely against the Bob. I don't know if we've got the official signal from the referee as to whether it was blocking the back or holding. There it is.
It's a hold on the Cats, so it'll be at the Cat 22-yard line is where the Bobcats will take over and have it 1st and 10.
Approximately the 22-yard line. First and 10 Thermopolis.
There's another one for Buffalo's fans.
The third Bobcat penalty, all for 10 yards apiece.
All holding calls, yep. 1st and 10 Cats from their 22. 9:54 to go in the second quarter. The Bobcats leading 14-7 on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Cats will come out in the eye. Shumway under center. Shumway to Farrell. Rhodey up the middle. Met for no gain on the play as he got right to the line of scrimmage and got stood up by Dane Branson of the Buffalo defense. 2nd and 10 for the Bobcats. Might be the first carry that Rhodey's had that didn't go for positive yards. 2nd and 10 Cats from their 22. And again, that 2 tight end look from the Cats. Coyne will split out to the right. Shumway under center. Coyne comes in motion, toss to Coyne. He's got a couple blockers out in front of him. Adley hard running. He's going to pick up 2 yards, and then a late flag comes in on the far side. I'm not sure we could. It's in the area of a hold or a face mask. We'll see. It's going to be a face mask. A little high on the tackle there for Mountain View. It'll be 5-yard face mask call, so that'll put the ball out to the Cat 29-yard line, and it'll make it 3rd. Down says 2, but it should be 3rd and 3 because you had the play. Cats will go from the gun. Shumway has 2 receivers to either side. Now brings Coyne in motion left to right and movement up front. Mountain View jumped across, and that'll give the Cats a first down by way of penalty. As this is 5 more on Mountain View here. The motion from Coyne caused a couple defensive linemen to jump off. First down Cats from their 34-yard line. And I think the Cats are going to take a timeout here. They do. Cats want to talk about this one. 8:33 to go in the second. The Bobcats lead 14-7 over Mountain View. This is Thermopolis Football. KDNO back after this timeout.
For a place to relax, sip on your favorite specialty lattes or tea, and find the best gifts for any occasion, Storyteller is the place for you. books brimming with compelling stories, gifts for the kids like Legos and coloring projects, and something for your family and friends like hats, jewelry, or a bag of award-winning Mountain Air roasted jackrabbit java. To learn more, visit StorytellerWyo.com or swing by at 524 Broadway in Thermopolis. Thermopolis Hardware and Mercantile is a proud supporter of Bobcats athletics. There's so much more than a hardware store. You'll find Ashley furniture and decor perfect for your home. There's a great toy selection, as well as tools, kitchen items, grills, and a garden section. That means there's something for everyone at Thermopolis Hardware. Don't forget to check out their variety of custom cabinets, window shading, and flooring.
Hi, I'm Karen with Thermopolis Hardware. Buy local, be local. Go Bobcats!
8:33 to go in the first half. The Bobcats leading Mountain View 14-7. Bobcats with a 1st and 10 from their own 34 following the back-to-back penalties on Mountain View. Cats will put 2 receivers to either side. Shumway from the gun brings Coyne in motion. Fake the handoff. Gavin rolling to his right. Lets one go. That's caught. Nope, dropped by McDermott. Wyatt at the 48-yard line had it hit him right in the hands. And I think Wyatt was thinking more about what he was going to do after the catch before he secured it.
Would have been a couple yards short of the first down, I think, but or was he on the other side of the sticks? Okay.
Yeah, he would have had it by about 4 yards. Instead, it's 2nd and 10 for the Cats. They will split 4 receivers to the left side of the field. Zane Stam will split out to the right side. Snap back, pass outside to Coyne. Left side, Adley makes a couple men miss. He's out over the 40 to the 45. That'll be enough for a first down for the Cats. Coyne, nice job there, making a couple Buffaloes miss. Gain of 11 for the Bobcats, and the sticks move. Cats 1st and 10 at their 45.
Good little bubble screen over there to Adley in the slot, and Adley just kind of does his work and gets 11, 12 yards out of that.
Cats will now put 4 receivers to the right side. Zane Stam will be the lone receiver, split out to the left, which would be the short side of the field. Ball on the left side hash. Shumway empty backfield from the gun. Brings McDermott in motion. Shumway will keep this himself, going to the right, out over the 50. Sidesteps a couple men. He's over the inside the 45 to the Mountain View 41. That'll be a gain of 13. It was spotted at the 42.
And we've got Brody Farrell over on the sidelines with his helmet off. So that's why you saw Zane Stam rotate in. Hope he's all right.
1st and 10 Cats from Mountain View 42. Trips to the right, ball spotted right side hash. Stam will be in the gun with Shumway. Snap back to Gavin, looking to throw, loads one up, floats one down. He's got McCumber, and incomplete, as the defender had good position there in front of McCumber, and Eli could have maybe put a foot in the ground and come back for that ball and drawn a call, but that's really easy for me to sit here and see that and say it from where we're able to look at this game from. 2nd and 10 Cats from the Mountain View 42.
Gavin also took a shot while he was throwing that.
3 receivers again, Ream, Coyne, and McDermott to the near side. McCumber will split out to the left on the wide side of the field. Stam in the backfield with Shumway. 7:13 to go in the first half. Bobcats leading 14-7 on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Shumway from the gun takes the snap, back to throw. Across the middle, that one dropped. Mountain View had an interception and dropped it. McDermott wasn't looking back for the ball. And Bobcats got away with one there as the Mountain View defender had it hit him right in the hands.
I think he was surprised it came up on him that fast. It was a hard-thrown ball, but yeah, Mountain View giving Bobcats a second chance here.
3rd and 10 Cats from the Mountain View 42. 2 receivers to either side this time. And whistles and Timeout called by Mountain View. 7:08 to go in the second. The Bobcats leading 14-7. This is Thermopolis football, KDNO, back after this timeout.
Hi, I'm Ryan.
And I'm Tess.
And welcome to Right Rehab.
Right Rehabilitation in Thermopolis will help you stay active, mobile, and healthy. No referrals are necessary. Right Rehab has specialists you won't find anywhere else. They're the only team to offer pelvic rehabilitation and have the only board-certified orthopedic specialist in the region. Their services range from injury prevention and management, post-operative care, women's health, dry needling, and more. They offer a Titleist-certified golf program with help from a trainer and golf pro to make your golf game better than ever. Make the right choice with your friends and neighbors at Right Rehabilitation. Visit www.rightrehab.com or call 307-864-3877. Did you know that 1 in 4 kids have a vision problem that affects their learning? Thermopolis Eye Care has been a leading provider of optometry services and vision care products in the Thermopolis community since 2009. They're the folks that you can trust when it comes to making sure your school-age kids have the tools they need to succeed. Thermopolis Eye Care, 420 Arapahoe Street, or call 307-864-2324. Thermopolis Eye Care.
3rd and 10 Cats coming out of the timeout. Handoff to Coyne, and Adley left side breaks out of an arm tackle and then goes down for close to 8 yards on 3rd and 10. It's going to bring up 4th and about 2 yards for the Bobcats coming out of that timeout. 4th and 2 Cats from the Mountain View 34-yard line. Need to get down to the 32. And the Bobcats might call a timeout here as well, as they're taking a long time to get into calling this play, and they will take a timeout. 6:22 to go in the first half. Cats facing 4th and 2. This is Cat Football, KDNO, back after the timeout.
Dairyland and Hot City Coffee. It's your destination for your coffee fix or the perfect spot for lunch. The place you know for afternoon fun is also where you can try their full menu of burgers, specialty lattes, and blended drinks. Don't forget to try the ice cream varieties and sweet treats too. Open 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. Monday through Saturday and closed on Sundays. Find them at 510 Park Street. Dairyland and Hot City Coffee. Your hole-in-one choice for Thermopolis.
6:22 to go in the first half. The Bobcats using their final timeout of this first half to talk about this 4th and 2 play. Kevin, you take away a 75-yard kickoff return that Mountain View had just a few minutes ago, and this first half, in all phases, aside from that one special teams play, has been dominated by the Bobcats.
Yeah, the Bobcats, I've got them holding the Mountain View Buffs to 6 plays, I think, total in the first half. So very good showing by the defense on the Bobcats, and the offense is doing their job as well.
4th and 2 for the Bobcats from the Mountain View 34. 2 receivers to either side. Coyne comes in motion now from left to right. Now 3 receivers set up to the right side. Shumway from the gun. Stam still in the backfield with him. Need to get the snap off. They do. Shumway back to throw across the middle. That's incomplete. McCumber couldn't get out of his break quick enough against the Mountain View defender, and the pass too far out in front of him, and it goes incomplete.
Mm-hmm. Nice stop by the Buffaloes there. I think Gavin was probably a little rushed, just knowing that they barely got that play off to begin with, and once he got the ball in his hands, I don't think he could get rid of it fast enough.
Cats turn it over for the second time this half on downs. Mountain View will have it 1st and 10 from their 34. 6:19 to go in this first half. First quarter kind of scooted right along, and the second quarter's really slowed down here with a few more passes being thrown and change of possessions and timeouts. Snap back to Reese for Mountain View. Pressure coming. Ball's down. Reese falls on it. but it's going to be a loss of about 6, maybe 7 on the play. Austin Barrel in there again for the Bobcats on the pressure. And it will be a loss of 6 for Mountain View. So 2nd and 16. Halfway through this second quarter, Cats leading 14-7 on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard.
Bobcats keeping pressure on the Buffs.
Braden Walker in the backfield with Reese. On the first possession of the game, it was Collins. They've moved Collins out to a receiver after that first possession. From the pistol, 2 receivers to either side. Now man comes in motion. That'd be Erdley. Reese back to throw, and whistle stopped the play. False start on Mountain View.
Looks like a motion penalty against
So now it'll be 2nd and about 21, close to 22. Unless the Cats declined it. They haven't stepped anything off penalty-wise.
Now they're going to.
Now they're going to.
That was odd.
Umpire wasn't doing his job.
Sleep at the wheel out there.
They do step it off, and it will be 2nd and about 22 now for Mountain View. Ball at their 23-yard line.
With the clock running down to about 5 minutes to go in the Big Country Properties second. Buffaloes again in the black. They will go
Mountain View from that pistol again. 2 receivers to either side. Walker in the backfield with Reese. Clock runs 4:50 to go in the first half, and movement again. The receivers took off, but the ball didn't get snapped, and this will be another 5-yard penalty on Mountain View.
Still second down.
Mountain View just
self-destructing right here on this drive, and you start getting to the point where you say we just need to pick up something positive and try to flip the field.
Yeah.
2nd and 27.
Wouldn't be surprised if the Bobcats send a little pressure here.
2 receivers split very wide to the near side of the field, left side of the formation.
The sack, the 2 penalties, and the Buffaloes headed in the wrong direction, trying to turn it around. 2 receivers split way to the near side of the numbers.
Reese from the gun brings Collins in motion. It's a handoff to Collins. Collins gets outside across the 20, out to the 24-yard line is where he's tackled. He'll spot it at the 25, so positive yards for Collins. It'll bring up 3rd and about 19, so a gain of about 8 on that play for Collins, but 3rd and long. Bobcats can force another punt here if their defense can hold.
I think that's what Coach McPhee and the Bobcats are thinking here. Get one more possession before halftime before you have to give the ball back.
Clock runs with 4:05 to go in the first half. The play slow coming in, and wouldn't be surprised if Mountain View maybe takes a timeout here too. And here comes the timeout. Their last timeout being used with 3:55 to go in the first half. Cats leading 14-7 on that Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. We'll be back with the 3rd down play after this timeout.
Ever wonder why so many babies are delivered at Hot Springs Health in Thermopolis? Could it be the exceptional prenatal care offered by our providers? Or our convenient family practice clinics located in Thermopolis, Worland, Basin, Shoshone, and Riverton? Maybe it's our new OB suites with large jetted tub, or maybe it's the place where you know you can find all of this and more.
$3:55 to go in the first half. Mountain View using their final timeout of this half to talk over a 3rd and 19. Ball spotted at the Mountain View 25-yard line. Need to get out to almost their 44. And the Cats looking to, they've already forced 2 Mountain View punts in this first half, looking for a 3rd here, Kevin.
Yeah, and like I said, I wouldn't be surprised maybe if the Bobcats bring a little pressure up the middle here, try to disrupt the quarterback. He hasn't done real well under pressure here, and see if he can't get him to throw one away, maybe create an interception instead of a punt here.
Bobcats do have a sack in this first half already. actually 2 sacks in this first half already. Mountain View will put 3 receivers to the right, 1 receiver left. Walker in the backfield with Reese in the gun. Snap back. Walker to throw, pass tipped up in the air, intercepted. Adley Coyne with the pick and the touchdown. Pick 6 for Adley Coyne. He tipped the ball in the air
to himself
on the pass, and he was there to catch it, and nobody between him and the end zone. Adley Coyne with the defensive touchdown for the Bobcats.
Wow.
Owen McCumber on for the extra point for the Cats. Tried to flare it out to Walker on the right side there, and Coyne, you do what you're taught to do. If you can't get to the quarterback, throw your arms up, and he tipped that ball straight up in the air and was there to catch it. Snap down, kick on the way is blocked on the extra point. Cats lead 20-7, 3:50 to go in the first half. This is Cat football. Back with the kickoff after this timeout.
Here in Wyoming, we live by the spirit of the Wild West.
Now where the sun's a little brighter, where the snows that fall are a trifle whiter, where the bonds of home are a wee bit tighter, that's where the West begins.
We're the bank that's with you wherever that spirit, because we're more than a bank in Wyoming. We're Wyoming in a bank. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be.
Cats have scored 3 different ways here in this first half. Brody Farrell with a touchdown pass, Brody Farrell with a touchdown run, and Adley Coyne with the interception and return for a touchdown. And so Bobcats leading 20-7, 3:50 to go here in the first half. And we were just hoping for a stop.
Yeah. Watch that force an interception, right?
The bonus comes on the pick.
Yeah, and then we've also seen Mountain View run one back, so we've seen a plethora of different scoring options here for the Bobcats and the Buffaloes.
Yeah, the only thing we haven't seen now is a scoop and score.
Well, are you predicting it then? You calling your shot?
Eli McCumber will kick it off for the Bobcats. End-over-end kick that is picked up at the 6-yard line. Collins out over the 15 to the 20-yard line. That's where he's brought down, and that's where Mountain View will take over. 3:44 to go in the first half. Bobcats leading 20-7 on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard.
Bobcats smell blood in the water right now.
Well, I think maybe Mountain View just looking to clean things up a little bit here, that last possession. A couple motion penalties following a negative play on first down, and looking to maybe have something positive happen here on first down. 3 receivers to the right. Reese back to throw across the middle. He's got a man. That's Collins out over the 35. Tanner Collins with the catch. Out to the 38 is where he's brought down. That'll be a first down for Mountain View.
3 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in this first half of football. Nice completion there.
What'd you get for yards there, Donnie? Sorry, I was...
Is that the Buffaloes' first down?
Where did I say they started? 20 or 25?
Yeah.
10. Spot the ball at the
First and 10 from their 38. They'll have Mountain View will have 3 receivers to the left. Reese from the gun, back to throw across the middle again. He's got a man. That's Erdley. Erdley's in the Bobcat territory. He's over inside the 30, inside the 10, the 5, and that's a Mountain View touchdown.
That's a great play from Reese to Erdley coming across the middle.
2-play touchdown drive for Mountain View. 2 pass plays, and they again are right back into the ball game.
62 yards.
Erdley on the reception, and then the run after the catch. Reese to Erdley for the 62-yard touchdown. Extra point is no good. So it'll stay a 7-point Bobcat lead, 20-13 with 3:03 to go here in the first half. And again, we'll keep things here as Kevin tries to get caught up on the stats. two-play touchdown drive for Mountain View. And they answered again, Kevin, after the Bobcats had scored. Looked like the Bobcats were going to start maybe to open things up, pull away a little bit going into the half, and Mountain View with the answer. 2 plays, 75 yards.
Yep. What was kind of a slower moving game with a lot of plays run by the Bobcats has quickly turned into a track meet a little bit here in the late portions of the first half.
That's twice they've gotten down 2 scores and immediately bounced back.
Cats on 2 occasions here in this first half have been up 2 scores just to see Mountain View strike quick. 3:03 to go, so plenty of time for the Bobcats. Neither team has any timeouts left in this first half, but there is time for the Cats here to maybe add on to this 7-point lead.
Nash McCullough will reset the ball and set himself up to kick off. 3 minutes.
Back for the Cats to receive the kickoff will be Adley Coyne and trying to see who the second man is there. It's not Brody Farrell's out of the ball game right now.
It's not McCumber, is it? No, McCumber's over on the far side. Looks like
Could
maybe
be
Owen McCumber, actually.
I don't think that's Owen. Could be Will Cole.
We're going to find out shortly.
Kick is on the way, and it's a short end-over-end kick that hits and goes out of bounds, so the Bobcats will get this at their 35.
The other one we were looking for was Chris Aarons. That was who was back there.
Thank you, Kevin. Kick goes out of bounds, so the Bobcats will get it on their 35-yard line. So good field position to start this drive for the Cats. 3:03 to go in the half, and we'll see what the Bobcats do here. Again, Brody Farrell not in the ball game right now. He came out a couple possessions ago, has not come back into the game, or at least hasn't up to this point. We'll see if Brody's back in here. I don't see him in the game. 2 tight ends for the Cats. Backs in the eye. Stam is the deep back. Shumway under center brings Coyne in motion. Toss left side to Coyne. Play's been well done so far in this first quarter. Here's another flag. This is going to be another face mask.
It's either face mask
or
or
a horse collar. Looked like a horse collar the way Adley came down awkward there on that far sideline over on the Bobcat bench. It is personal foul. It is against Mountain View, and they'll add 15 on to that run. So this ball will move into Mountain View territory down to the Mountain View 46-yard line. I'm not sure I can say that because it wasn't a play. It was a penalty, so I don't think they can. I can talk about him crossing the 50-yard line.
So that penalty.
2:57 to go first half. Cats 1st and 10 from the Mountain View 46. Shumway from the gun has 3 receivers to the near side. Now brings McCumber in motion. Eli will get it. Jet sweep right side, and Eli will pick up 2 as he gets brought down inside the Mountain View 45 at the 44. 2nd and 8. Clock runs with 2:40 to go in the half. Again, neither team with a timeout.
That's going to bring up 2nd and 8 for the Bobcats.
Bobcats will put 2 receivers to either side. McCumber and Coyne will be split near side. Ball spotted right in the middle of the field. McDermott and Ream split to the left. Shumway from the gun. Cats taking a lot of time here to get this one off. Coyne in motion right to left. Shumway will keep it himself, and Gavin's going to lose a yard as he gets back to the 45-yard line. Clock runs with 2 minutes to go and no timeouts. Shumway a little slow to get up.
Keeper gets tackled right away. That'll bring up
3rd and 9 for the Cats. A long 9. Ball spotted outside the Mountain View 45. And no sense of urgency here by the Bobcats. Mountain View will get the kick to start the third quarter.
I believe it was Mayer with the initial contact on that.
Cats coming out of the huddle to the line of scrimmage. 1:30 to go in the first half. 3 receivers to the left. Shumway from the gun. Brings McCumber in motion. Hand off to Eli. Jet sweep left side. Eli's got some room to run as he turns the corner. Another high tackle as he gets to the Mountain View 37-yard line. 38. Need to get to the 36. So 4th and 2 for the Bobcats. Clock at 1:15 to go. Cats quickly to the line. Shumway under center. Gavin will keep this one himself. Gavin with the first down. Now dancing around inside the 35-yard line. Falls down at the 34.
That'll bring up first down for Thermopolis.
He will get the first down.
It's about 3 on that. He initially got stuffed at the line, and he bounced it back out into the left.
They move it out to the 35. First down, Cats, and Shumway will spike it to stop the clock with 61 seconds to go in the first half. So that'll make it second down, as that officially goes as an incomplete pass for Gavin. Drive started at the Cat 35 is now down to the Mountain View 35. Bobcats have dominated time of possession. You'd think this would be about a 20-0 game right now, but a special returns touchdown and a
big play
62-yard touchdown pass has kept Mountain View in this one. Cats will put 4 receivers to the near side. Stam, the lone receiver, to the left. And we're going to have a delay of game call here on the Cats.
You spike the ball, get a play call in, you don't get it in time, and that's a bad mistake there.
So that makes it 2nd and 15 now as the ball's moved back out to the 40.
Your cheerleading parents, if you could begin heading down to the track.
61 seconds to go in the first half. Cats leading 20-13 over Mountain View. 4 receivers to the near side for the Bobcats. Shumway empty backfield from the gun. Snap back. Gavin back to throw to midfield. Lets one go. That one floats in the air and it's caught. Oh! Wyatt McDermott off the tip has it caught at the 10-yard line. Mountain View defender got a hand on it. Wyatt going to the ground, hauled it in. Cats go quickly to the line. I think Shumway will spike this one again. Snap back, he spikes it, and that stops the clock with 52 seconds to go.
30-yard grab by Wyatt.
And that ball just, again, got hung up into that breeze, and Mountain View defender in front of Wyatt, able to get a hand on it and tipped it up in the air, and Wyatt was going to the ground. He was diving down to the ground and was able to pull that one in. 2nd and call it 10 for the Cats. They're outside the 10-yard line. 52 seconds to go. Shumway under center. Brings Coyne in motion. Toss sweep left side to Coyne. Adley inside the 10. Runs over a man down to the 5. Cats got to go quick. Spotted just inside the 5. Clock runs at 40 seconds to go. Cats quickly to the line of scrimmage. 2 receivers to either side. Stam the lone back. Shumway under center. Snap back. Gavin looking to throw. Pass tipped in the air, and that one goes incomplete as it falls to the ground in the end zone. But that does stop the clock with 27 seconds. It'll bring up 4th down.
Almost like a fake spike out of Gavin initially. Trying to get that quick hit, but yeah, the big pause by somebody up there in the front tips the ball.
4th and about 4 for the Bobcats here. They can get a first down without scoring, but you're more worried about the clock at this point. 27 seconds to go. Shumway will go from the gun. 2 receivers to either side. Stam in the backfield with Shumway. Brings Coyne in motion. Snap back. Pressure comes. Gavin's going to get sacked. Pressure came, and Gavin had no chance to get set up to throw a pass there. Dropped back at the 15-yard line.
Reese and Branson on the sack. That'll be a change.
So the Cats will turn it over on downs at the Mountain View 15, 24 seconds to go in the half. And I don't think you want to let your guard down here if you're the Bobcat defense.
No. I'd be keeping my eyes on number 24 right now if I was them.
Mountain View will put two receivers to either side. Reese from the pistol, snap back, and he'll just take a knee. Interesting. Maybe the field position determined that call, but Reese will take a knee, and that's how the first half will come to an end. A lot of things going on there late. When it's all said and done, the Bobcats came away with no points, and they'll take a 20-13 lead into the half. Stay tuned. We've got Hot Springs Health halftime show coming up. This is Cat Football back after these timeouts.
Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness knows what it means to be on top of your game. For over 60 years, Gotchi has led the field in providing physical therapy, occupational therapy, and wellness in Thermopolis and their facilities in Worland, Basin, Powell, Cody, and Shoshone. Whether you're recovering from an injury, deconditioned, post-stroke, or just looking to take control of your health, you'll find years of dedicated experience paired with personal care at Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness. Learn more at gotchi.org.
I'm Travis Winger. I'm a financial advisor with Edward Jones, and we do, I pride myself on helping people with financial planning, achieving whatever goals are most important to them. The most valuable thing you have when it comes to planning for your future is time. The sooner you start and the more detailed your plan is, the better chance of success you have. First-timers are my favorite people to work with because they're hungry to learn, and coming to see me doesn't cost anything. I don't charge for appointments, I don't charge for anything. Come in, talk to me, and all you'll leave with is a little bit more knowledge than you came in with.
Edward Jones Financial Advisor Travis Winger, 435 Arapahoe Street, Thermopolis.
Welcome to the Hot Springs Health halftime show. Bobcats leading 20-13 here at the break, and a lot going on in that last minute and a half, 2 minutes of football. Looked like the Cats were going to go in and get some points there right before the half. They got it all the way down to the Mountain View 5-yard line with no timeouts. Able to move the ball from their own 35 down to the Mountain View 5-yard line, but then turned it over on downs with the sack on 4th down. Mountain View content to just take a knee to finish out the first half, Kevin, but made mention with a couple minutes to go there in that first half. It feels like the Bobcats should be up by more than 7 with the way that they dominated time of possession, the number of plays they ran in that first half compared to Mountain View, but you look up on the scoreboard and it's a one-score game.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at the stats even going, there's just not a whole lot to report because there have been just some crazy plays happening here at the end. And Mountain View's offense has barely been on the field, it feels like. And, they had a quick hitter and they had the return for the touchdown. That's where they sit for points. And the Bobcats just kind of churning away, trying to get some. And they had the big play by Adley Coyne there. They got him a touchdown on the pick six. But, yeah, just a lot of stuff happening here. This is crazy.
Really only take away the special teams touchdown that Mountain View had. We're talking just Mountain View's offense. Really only 2 really positive plays, and they happened on the same drive when they had that 2-play touchdown drive. They had a pass completion for about 13, 14 yards, and then the 62-yard touchdown pass. Those are really the only 2 really positive things that you could say about the Mountain View offense in that first half.
I have 10 total offensive plays run by Mountain View in the first half. Just there's some penalties that were called back. 10 official plays on my stat sheet, and the Bobcat defense definitely doing their job on that end. But a couple big plays have led to 13 points by Mountain View.
On the other side of the ball for the Bobcat offense, really been able to move the ball well that entire first half. Their first drive of the game, a holding call, stalled things out for them. They turned it over on downs. They actually had 3 drives in that first half that they turned it over on downs when you count that final possession there on the sack. Really, Mountain View hasn't shown that they're able to stop the Bobcat offense. It's been more the Bobcat offense stopping themselves in that first half.
It's something we've talked about several times. It seems like it's on a record on repeat. We talk about those mental mistakes and those small things that people miss an assignment on a block that lets somebody into the backfield. Those kind of small things that are really big drive killers for the Bobcats. Brody Farrell going out of the game too probably doesn't help the Bobcats. Word on him is he's probably doubtful to return to the game. Not sure what's going on there, but someone close to the source has told me doubtful to return.
And that certainly changes some things for the Bobcats. Brody was on his way to having maybe one of, if not the best offensive game of his high school career so far, one of the best. He was over 100 yards rushing. He had thrown a touchdown pass. When Gavin had to come out for a few plays, was doing a little bit of everything out there, so it certainly is going to change what the Bobcats want to do offensively in the second half.
Yeah, I've got him down for 164 yards of offense, and that was in just over a quarter of football. I mean, he left fairly early in the second quarter. He was on his way, like you said, probably to his best game of his high school career, and let's hope he's going to be all right.
We'll take a quick timeout. Come back. Kevin will have numbers from the first half. It's the Hot Springs Health Halftime Show. KDNO back after this timeout.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Welcome back to the Hot Springs Health Halftime Show. Bobcats leading Mountain View 20-13 here at the break. 2A West Conference football game that both teams desperately need here as we start to wind down in the regular season of the high school football schedule. And with our first half numbers, here's Kevin.
We're going to take a look at the Mountain View Buffaloes first. Like I said, only 10 official plays really that I've got on record for them. Reese, the quarterback, 3 rushing attempts for -9 yards. He's thrown 4 passes. 2 of those have gone complete. 78 yards total, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, and most of those yards coming on that big 62-yard pass play for him. Collins has run the ball 4 times for 6 yards. He's also caught 1 for 16. Brandon Walker ran the ball 1 time for 1 yard. And Carson Erdley, the receiver that caught the big 62-yard touchdown. So those are the stats for them. We've got a total of 76 yards for the Buffaloes. -2 on the ground, but 78 through the air. Let's move over and look at your Thermopolis Bobcat stats. Gavin Shumway, 6 carries, 14 yards. Struggling efficiency through the air for him tonight so far. He's 4 of 13 for 58 yards. Brody Farrell, in basically a quarter of work today, he 11 carries, 147 yards, 1 touchdown. He's thrown the ball 1 time, completed it for 17 yards and a touchdown. And that pass went to Eli McCumber, his only catch, for 17 yards and a touchdown. Eli has also ran the ball twice for 9 yards. Adley Coyne mixing up a little bit today. He's been active. He's got 6 carries for 38 yards, 3 catches for 28. He also has a touchdown defensively as he tipped the ball to himself. So he scored defensively for the Bobcats. Wyatt McDermott with the big catch at the end of the first half. 1 catch for 30 yards. Offensive totals for your Bobcats. I've got 208 on the ground, 75 through the air for a total of 208 yards of total offense for the Thermopolis Bobcats, and those are your Thermopolis Eye Care. Look at the stats.
Thank you, Kevin. We'll take a quick timeout, come back, get you caught up on everything that's going on in Bobcat country this weekend. It's the Hot Springs Health Halftime Show, KDNO. Back after the timeout.
Wellness in Thermopolis also has something called the Gotchi Wellness Center. It's your dream gym with cardio equipment, cable machines, free weights and dumbbells, hydraulic resistance machines, and personal trainers that care about your goals. The Wellness Center is huge and includes a rock wall, pegboard, sled, tires, punching bags, squat rack, and a whole lot more. Check out the Senior Wellness class. To take the first step to a healthier you, visit gotchi.org.
P6 Station Stone-Fired Pizza is proud to sponsor Thermopolis Youth Athletics. When you open the door, it hits you. The smell of freshly baked wings or pizza. Your Stone-Fire creation comes out with the perfect golden brown crust, fresh toppings, and melted cheese that some can only dream of. Don't forget to check out the Pizza of the Month. Enjoy your meal inside or under the pergola. P6 Station Stone-Fired Pizza. 544 Park Street in Thermopolis.
Welcome back to the Hot Springs Health Halftime Show. Bobcats leading Mountain View 20-13 at the half. The volleyball team in action last night. They were up in Burlington for non-conference volleyball match. They are in action tonight at Bobcat Gym. It's senior night as the Lady Cats host Newcastle. That'll get going at 5 o'clock tonight from Bobcat Gym, the final home match of the season for the Lady Cats. And then next week they will finish out the regular season portion of their schedule on the road. Next Friday they will be in Buffalo to take on the Lady Bison. That'll be at 6 o'clock. And then next Saturday they will finish out the regular season on the road in Douglas, taking on the Lady Bearcats. That will get started at 1 o'clock. Cross country season starting to wind down as there's 2 weeks remaining in the high school cross country season. Today the Bobcat cross country team in action in Ethity at the Five Rivers Conference meet, and then next weekend will be the state cross country meet also in Ethity, hosted by Wyoming Indian High School. So good luck to the cross country team as they finish up their season here in these next 2 weeks. Sounds weird to say, but Kevin and I will be back on the air Tuesday as we'll travel back over the mountain to have the call on the makeup game between the Bobcats and Big Piney. That will be next Tuesday afternoon, 2 o'clock kickoff. We'll be on the air at about 1:30 with the Gotchi Rehab pregame show, and then close things out on the regular season portion of the schedule next Friday night as the Cats return back to Leroy Hayes Field to take on Pinedale. It'll be senior night at Leroy Hayes Field. That'll be a 5 o'clock kickoff, and we'll be on the air at about 4:30. But again, we talked about it in the pregame. Weird to have 3 games in 7 days, but it is what it is, and you're grateful to Big Piney that they were willing to reschedule that, but it certainly, if the Cats are able to hold on here in this one, Kevin, it sets up a huge game on Tuesday.
Yeah, like you said, very grateful that Big Piney decided to allow us to make that game up, and that does put things, like you said, if we continue to win this game, it makes that game even more important and exponentially important as you get to that game and then your last game of the season at home versus Pinedale. Donnie, you and I are going to spend a lot of time together in this stretch next week, but it's going to be interesting to see, like I said, how a team like this responds to a situation that we really are no one's familiar with, really. I mean, it's kind of unprecedented, especially when you talk about high school athletics and the landscape that we're in with, the whole COVID stuff. That was the makeup game, obviously, due to a shutdown at Hot Springs County High School, or Hot Springs County School District, sorry. And, Big Piney owes the Bobcats nothing, but thankful that their athletic director and Brandon Derramedi, our athletic director, were able to work that makeup game out.
All high school sports starting to wind down now, get into the final weeks of their regular season, and with cross country, they're now into the postseason part of their schedule. seems like every year it goes by faster. You know, it doesn't seem like it was that long ago that you and I were gearing up and getting ready for the start of fall sports in Wyoming, and here we are starting to talk about postseason golf. Golf's been done for a while. Cross country finishing up next week, and volleyball will have their regionals in 2 weeks, state in 3 weeks. So in three weeks from now, volleyball is going to be completely wrapping up, and we'll be in the midst of the football playoffs, but it's not going to be that many more weeks, and the football season is going to be wrapping up.
Yeah, I mean, we lost 2 weeks of it basically right off the front end, so that really makes it go a lot faster. And, you know, it seems like every year the last couple of weeks kind of creep up on you, and here we are watching the Bobcats try to put something together here late in the season and bounce back and see the postseason.
Bobcats with a 7-point lead as we get ready to start the third quarter here from Mountain View High School. The Buffs will receive the kick to start the third quarter. This has been the Hot Springs Health Halftime Show. KDNO back with that kickoff after this timeout.
For a place to relax, sip on your favorite specialty lattes or tea, and find the best gifts for any occasion, Storyteller is the place for you. Books brimming with compelling stories, gifts for the kids like Legos and coloring projects, and something for your family and friends like hats, jewelry, or a bag of award-winning Mountain Air roasted jackrabbit Java. To learn more, visit StorytellerWyo.com or swing by at 524 Broadway in Thermopolis. Thermopolis Hardware and Mercantile is a proud supporter of Bobcats athletics. There's so much more than a hardware store. You'll find Ashley furniture and decor perfect for your home. There's a great toy selection, as well as tools, kitchen items, grills, and a garden section. That means there's something for everyone at Thermopolis Hardware. Don't forget to check out their variety of custom cabinets, window shading, and flooring.
Hi, I'm Karen with Thermopolis Hardware. Buy local, be local. Go Bobcats!
Hi, I'm Ryan.
And I'm Tess.
And welcome to Right Rehab.
Right Rehabilitation in Thermopolis will help you stay active, mobile, and healthy. No referrals are necessary. Right Rehab has specialists you won't find anywhere else. They're the only team to offer pelvic rehabilitation and have the only board-certified orthopedic specialist in the region. Their services range from injury prevention and management, post-operative care, women's health, dry needling, and more. They offer a Titleist certified golf program with help from a trainer and golf pro to make your golf game better than ever. Make the right choice with your friends and neighbors at Right Rehabilitation. Visit www.rightrehab.com or call 307-864-3877. Did you know that 1 in 4 kids have a vision problem that affects their learning? Thermopolis Eye Care has been a leading provider of optometry services and vision care products in the Thermopolis community since 2009. They're the folks that you can trust when it comes to making sure your school-age kids have the tools they need to succeed. Thermopolis Eye Care, 420 Arapahoe Street, or call 307-864-2324. Thermopolis Eye Care.
Welcome back to Bobcat football. Cats will kick off to start this third quarter, and it would appear that they're going to be without Brody Farrell in this second half.
Yep, not seen him on the sideline, so.
At least not yet, we haven't seen him. He could pop out at some point, but we've been looking on the sideline, and the report we got was that it was doubtful that he would return to the game, so Cats see what kind of adjustments they needed to make offensively to account for that loss. Cats leading 20-13 as we get ready to start this third quarter. Eli McCumber will kick it off for the Bobcats.
McCumber to kick.
Well, we are back in the Union broadcast booth. I'm Colin Holt, joined by Scott Dickerson. Union is off.
McCumber has it teed up, and he's just waiting for the go-ahead. Puts the toe to it, low kick, scoots along the ground, picked up at the 18-yard line by Collins. Collins out over the 30 to a 35, and that's where Mountain View will set up. And here's Kevin with the keys to the second half.
The keys to the second half I've got are stop those big plays. It's really kind of what's been the scoring options for Mountain View is stop the big plays. Bobcats need to tighten that up. Second one is keep sustaining those drives and control the time of possession. Bobcats doing a good job on that. Last one is finish. They're playing from ahead right now, which hasn't been something the Bobcats have been doing. So those are your Edward Jones keys to the second half.
Thanks, Kevin. Reese in the gun, low snap, gets it picked up, gets his pass outside to Walker. Walker wrapped up immediately. He's actually going to lose close to 2 yards on this play. Tackle out there for the Bobcats. Jarek Sorensen along with Chris Aarons on that tackle. Going to give him a loss of 1 on the play. It'll bring up 2nd and 11 for Mountain View. Just underway here in the third quarter from Mountain View High School. Buffs will put 3 receivers to the right side, near side. Walker in the backfield with Reese, 1 receiver to the left. Snap back to Reese, wants to throw again, looking across the middle. That's caught by Erdley. He's got the first down with the catch at the 46. Tackled immediately, but it's enough for a first down at the Mountain View 46-yard line. And Erdley came into the game as their leading receiver, and he's been their go-to guy here in this one.
Get 62 on one play. That really helps pad the stats.
Collins will come in motion from left to right. Reese from the gun. Now 3 receivers will set up to the right side of the formation as the play comes in from the sideline. Lone receiver to the left. Reese will keep this one himself, and he will pick up about a yard before he gets stood up and pushed backwards. Austin Barrell and Jarek Sorensen on the tackle for the Bobcats. Gain of 1. It'll bring up 2nd and 9.
It's a gain of just 1 for Wyatt Reese.
10:15 to go, third quarter. This is the opening possession of the second half. Reese from the gun again, 3 receivers, low snap, throws it outside to Collins. Collins with blockers in front is into Bobcat territory. Gets to the 45. He's going to be a yard short of the first down. It's going to be an 8-yard gain for Collins. Bring up 3rd and 1 for Mountain View as they're on the Bobcat side of the field now. And Mountain View starting to get a little rhythm to their offense here.
Throwing the football.
3 receivers left for Mountain View. Reese again from the gun. Walker will be with him in the backfield. Big third down here for Bobcat defense. Collins in motion, takes a handoff, jet sweep. He's got the first down. Eli McCumber tracks him down from behind, but not before he picks up 4 yards, and then a late flag comes in. I don't know if this is going to be a late hit on the Cats. Somebody came in late, unless we've got a hold maybe on. Flag came in late. It'd be a weird personal foul on the Bobcats.
It's going to be 15.
I believe it is a late hit that occurred there at the end of that play. McCumber on the tackle, and then a Bobcat came in late and add 15 on to the end of the run, and it's now 1st and 10 Mountain View from the Bobcat 25-yard line. Mountain View starting to find a little something here offensively. Collins in motion again. Fake the jet sweep. Pass across the middle. That's picked. Intercepted. Wyatt McDermott with the pick at the 6-yard line. And just like that, the Cats put an end to the Mountain View drive. Wyatt McDermott just stepped in front of the receiver, read the pass, and made the interception, and the Cat defense gets the turnover.
Wow. Thermopolis defense coming up with some big plays here today.
Second pick for the Bobcat defense, and the Bobcats will get it 1st and 10 from their own 6. Mountain View was rolling, and following that 15-yard personal foul call, the Bobcat defense makes a play.
But the good news is that, that's like a punt.
2 receivers split to either side for the Cats. Shumway in the gun. Coyne will be in the backfield with him. McDermott comes in motion, snap back, hand it off to Coyne. Adley's got room to run. He's out over the 10, the 15, the 20, the 25, out over to the 30-yard line. Big gain there. Gets him out from the shadow of their end zone, and we've got a Mountain View player injured back at the 10-yard line. Looks like one of the interior linemen, and Coach Brent Walk has seen this enough this year. Mountain View been hit hard with injuries this season and have lost a couple players for the year.
I got a 26-yard gain out of Adley there.
Yeah, Coyne all the way out to the 32-yard line. Big first down for the Cats, and they'll set up 1st and 10 from their 32. Coyne going to be relied on here, I think, a lot in this second half with Farrell out. Shumway brings McCumber in motion, snap back, give it off again to Coyne. Adley up the middle. He picks up another 7 yards on first down right there, just straight ahead running from Coyne. Gets out to the 39-yard line. That's a gain of
I got 7.
Yep, gain of 7.
Coyne's just going to be used as a big back out there, I think.
And he's faster than he looks. You know, I think defenses don't give his speed enough credit. And Cats 2nd and 3 from their 39. Their first possession of the second half. 2 receivers to either side. Shumway stays in the gun, brings McCumber in motion for an added blocker. Hand off to Coyne. Adley trying to get to the edge. He does. He's out over the 40, the 45 to midfield. That'll be a gain of another 11 yards. Give him 10. Give him 10 as he gets to the 49.
Adley just ripping off some yards here.
Cats have gone from their own 6 out to their 49. If nothing else, you've flipped the field.
Yeah.
But the Cats are thinking more than that here. 2 receivers to either side. Shumway will stay in the gun. Brings McDermott in motion. Handoff again. That ball's on the ground, and Coyne falls on it. Cats fortunate there. It's going to go as a loss of a yard officially, but Bobcats just glad that they've got the football.
And that's something you don't see Adley in the backfield in that position, so obviously that exchange might be something that's a little bit foreign to him. He's used to getting that jet sweep across, a little different angle on the handoff.
A little bit different angle, and the spacing between him and Gavin there, there was distance there trying to make that handoff. And again, 2 receivers to either side. Coyne will set up on the right side of Shumway in the gun. Gavin takes a snap, back to throw, short pass, that's caught by McDermott, and then he has it knocked out of his hands. It's picked up by Mountain View defender, and he's going the other way with it, and he's brought down at the Bobcat 28-yard line. McDermott had the catch, and the hit jarred the ball away from him. And then the scoop by the Mountain View defender, and he returns it to the Bobcat 28-yard line. So now the teams have exchanged turnovers here in this third quarter, and Mountain View gets it back with 6:32 to go in the third. And they'll have it 1st and 10 from the Bobcat 28.
Got us dizzy here from the Union broadcast booth.
That was a great play for Mountain View.
Who hit it? I don't know who hit it. 3 receivers to the right of Reese.
2 receivers to either side for Mountain Views. 3 receivers. Brings Collins in motion, hands it off to him, jet sweep. Collins left side. Will pick up about 5 on first down. Gets it inside the Bobcat 25.
Looks like second and
Give
about
Collins 5. Cats leading 20-13 on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard, but Mountain View threatening here as they're inside the Bobcat 25-yard line. 3 receivers split out to the right side.
just a crazy game we're watching here, Donnie. This is nuts.
Play taking a while to come in from the sideline. Reese from the gun with Walker in the backfield brings Collins in motion. Give it to Collins again on the jet sweep left side. Collins will pick up a couple there on second down. Same play. And
about 3 yards to go for Mountain View.
Bobcat slow to get up. Austin Barrow on the tackle for the Cats, and Austin needs to come off for a play.
3rd and 3, this is definitely 4-down territory.
3rd and about 3 for Mountain View after the 2-yard gain from Collins. Certainly you would think it's 4-down territory. You've got 2 downs to pick up this 3 yards.
Yeah, I don't see them.
Although they do have a good kicking game. They
down 6, I think they're going to just
3 receivers near side. Collins in motion again. Snap, ball's down on the ground, and it's fallen on by Reese. That's a break for the Cats, as it will bring up 4th and about 7, so a loss of 4 on the play. And I say break for the Cats because now it's 4th and long for Mountain View as opposed to 4th and short.
They're going to be going for it.
We've seen our fair share of the low snaps. Glad to see it happens to somebody else.
Yep.
2 receivers to either side for Mountain View. They will go for it on 4th down. 4th and 7 from the Bobcat 26-yard line. Reese from the gun. Needs to get it off. Low snap again. Reese has got to go back to get it, and now it's fallen on it. Or was there whistles? Nope, there was going to be a timeout first. Whoa, what a break for Mountain View. They got the timeout before the ball was snapped. So that was about to be disaster.
I was trying to figure out what was going on. There was not a whole lot of urgency to pick that ball up.
Well, I kind of started looking for a flag out there. I thought maybe something got blown dead, but didn't see that either. So 4:06 to go in the 3rd. Mountain View using the timeout. They'll be faced with 4th and 7 when the 2 teams come back out on the field. Cats leading 20-13 on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Each team has turned it over once here in this second half. One a pick, one a fumble.
Yeah, I was having to sit there and try to do some math there. I mean, we got to give them credit for the pass and the catch, and then it pops out and goes the other direction.
Those snaps are way down there.
Both teams back out. Officials getting set up as well. Mountain View will put 2 receivers to either side. Walker in the backfield with Reese, who's in the gun. Bring Collins in motion from left to right. Reese with the snap, back to throw. Pressure coming from Coyne. He lets it go, and Collins can't bring it in. He laid out at the 10, and we've got a flag.
We're going to have roughing the passer, I think.
Nope, we've got a hold on Mountain View.
Wow.
The hold came against Coyne. Adley was coming after Reese, and he got held on the edge. The Cats will obviously decline it and get it back on downs. Collins with a good effort at the 10-yard line. He laid out to try and catch that pass, but wasn't able to bring it in. Cats will get it back with 4 minutes exactly to go in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, that was crazy good effort by Collins out there. He was full extension trying to get that thing, and credit to that young man laying out and sacrificing his body for that.
And Coyne with good pressure there on Reese that time. Almost had another deflection. Cats will put 2 receivers to either side. Shumway from the gun brings McDermott in motion. Handoff to Coyne. Adley makes a couple men miss and stumbles forward for a gain of about 3.
Brought down again by Gus Roden. That'll be 2nd down.
To the 29-yard line. Bring up 2nd and 7 for the Bobcats. Clock runs with 3:40 to go in the 3rd. Cats hanging on to a 7-point lead.
Really would be great to get another touchdown put up here and extend that and give them a little cushion. Take some of those nerves away, probably.
Raymond McDermott split to the left. McCumber in motion. Snap to Shumway. Gavin's going to keep it himself and Gavin's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
That's going to be third down. Thermopolis.
No gain on the play, so it'll bring up 3rd and 7 for the Bobcats. They're going to give them a loss of 1 on that.
All right.
So bring up 3rd and 8 as they spot the ball at the 28-yard line. Big 3rd down here for the Bobcats. You'd like to see the sticks move here. 2 receivers to either side. Shumway from the gun with Coyne off his right shoulder. Snap back, give it to Coyne, left side, has a man pursuing, runs past him. Adley's in the clear, he's out over the 50, to the 40, the 30, the 20. They're not going to get him. Adley Coyne with the touchdown.
26 points for Thermopolis, 13 Mountain View.
72-yard touchdown run from Adley Coyne.
That was a great cutback there. I mean, he was kind of going sideways and it looked like...
Kevin asked for a score. He got it.
There
It was
you go.
Adley Coyne with the big touchdown run.
Deceptively fast. There you go, Donnie.
He is. He just, you don't think a kid that big has breakaway speed, but he pulled away from everybody there. Extra point from McCumber up, and it's good. Owen McCumber with the extra point, and the Bobcats push their lead to 27-13 over Mountain View. This is Cat Football KDNO, back with the kickoff after this timeout.
Dairyland and Hot City Coffee. It's your destination for your coffee fix or the perfect spot for lunch. The place you know for afternoon fun is also where you can try their full menu of burgers, specialty lattes, and blended drinks. Don't forget to try the ice cream varieties and sweet treats too. Open 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. Monday through Saturday and closed on Sundays. Find them at 510 Park Street. Dairyland and Hot City Coffee, your hole-in-one choice for Thermopolis.
Adley Coyne with the 72-yard touchdown run for the Bobcats. Extra point from Owen McCumber, good, and the Cats lead 27-13, 2:26 to go in the third quarter. And right when the Bobcats needed a score, Kevin had asked for one.
Adley now with the score on both sides of the football.
Yeah, Adley with the pick 6, and now the long rushing touchdown. And again, we've talked about it a number of times leading up to the kickoff of this one, and then during this game that Mountain View has really struggled with the run. And the Bobcats would put up some rushing numbers here this afternoon. Eli McCumber will kick it off for the Cats. End over end kick that's short, fielded at the 24-yard line by Collins. Spins out of a tackle. He's free over midfield. Down the sideline, he gets brought out of bounds at the 30-yard line. Another big return for Mountain View.
All the way to the 30-yard line.
They'll spot it actually at the Cat 33, but great field position for Mountain View.
I was having deja vu there for a second.
Everybody was. Everybody out here was.
Whew.
2:17 to go in the third. Mountain View will have it 1st and 10 from the Cat 33.
First down, Mountain View.
2 receivers to either side. Reese stays in the gun. Walker in the backfield with him. Brings Collins in motion left to right. Snap back to Reese. Back to throw. Has time. Now it goes away. Austin Barrell there to wrap him up. And they'll whistle it dead back at the 40-yard line. That's a sack for Austin Barrell and almost a 7-yard loss for Mountain View. And Reese had time. You'd almost call that a coverage sack because he had time initially to throw it, just couldn't find anybody open.
Yeah, and then big Austin Barrell comes flying through, barreling through there, right? Through there and wraps him up, and officials save the quarterback and blow that dead.
Austin's had a good game on that defensive side of the ball for the Cats.
He looks revved up and ready to go already there.
Couple sacks, yeah, he's ready to go. 3 receivers to the near side for Mountain View. Reese back to throw. Pressure comes, steps up. High throw, that's caught by Erdley at the 25-yard line. Push back, but they're going to give him progress to the 25, so he's going to be 2 yards short of a first down.
Makes it 3rd and short.
So it's going to be 3rd and 2 for Mountain View from the Cat 25. So that's a 15-yard gain there.
Erdley single-handedly receiving everything for Mountain View.
Trips to the left for Mountain View on 3rd and 2. Walker in the backfield with Reese. High snap, give it to Walker, and Walker's not going to get the first down as he got just inside the 25. And therefore the tackle for the Cats was Porter McCumber.
4th and 1, big stop, big play coming here for the Bobcats defense again.
Give Walker a yard.
Let's see what they can do. And the Bobcats front four there have done a really good job of pushing Mountain View's offensive line. Sometimes you actually see them go to that 3 men down and they pull that middle lineman up in more of a standing position, almost like another middle linebacker.
Mountain View's going to let the clock run out here in the 3rd quarter before they run this 4th and 1 play. At the end of 3, it's the Bobcats 27, Mountain View 13. This is Cat Football KDNO, back with the 4th quarter after this timeout.
Ever wonder why so many babies are delivered at Hot Springs Health in Thermopolis? Could it be the exceptional prenatal care offered by our providers? Or our convenient family practice clinics located in Thermopolis, Worland, Basin, Shoshone, and Riverton. Maybe it's our new OB suites with large jetted tub, or maybe it's the place where you know you can find all of this and more.
Here in Wyoming, we live by the spirit of the Wild West.
Now where the sun's a little brighter, where the snows that fall are a trifle whiter, where the bonds of home are a wee bit tighter, that's where the West begins.
We're the bank that's with you wherever that spirit, because we're more than a bank in Wyoming. We're Wyoming in a bank. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be.
12 minutes to go in this one. The Bobcats leading by 14, and Mountain View with a 4th and 1 from just inside the Bobcat 25-yard line.
They're going to go tight formation here. I think they're just going to try to get a push.
Receiver to either side, and everything else bunched up right at the line of scrimmage. I think you're right, Kevin. We're just going to put a bunch of guys right behind or right in front of Collins. Collins will take the Wildcat, snap back. It will be Collins, and it's going to all be about the spot. If it goes off the near side official, Kevin, I don't know that he's got it, but
I don't think they've got it.
It's going to be measured for sure.
Yep.
Cats did a nice job on the interior there. They're going to bring the sticks out.
Out of body and glass 4th quarter with Thermopolis in front 27-13. And right now it looks like
measurement coming here as they set the chains, and if he got it by about the nose of the football. He's going to be short. Bobcat defense holds on 4th and 1. And the Cats will take over. What a big stop by that Bobcat defense, Kevin.
Yeah, that was great. I mentioned they were getting a good push there, and it was just a numbers game, and the Bobcats ended up coming out on top, and they had the running back way deep and gave him a good head of steam, and the Bobcats defense just stiffened up, and kudos to them, and that's an amazing stop for the Bobcats.
1st and 10 Cats from their 24, 11:56 to go in the game. The Cats up 2 scores. You're going to get a big dose of number 44 here, I think, on this drive. Cats will put 2 receivers to either side. Shumway in the gun with Coyne in the backfield. Handoff to Coyne. Adley out over the 25 to the 30 and brought down at the 31. That's going to be a gain of 7 for Adley on 1st down.
I'm having deja vu again because not more than less than a year ago we saw another 44 big running back field the football for the Bobcats as Logan Cole 1 year removed from the program.
And similar kind of running.
Yeah,
similar kind of running. Sneaky quick, but when they got to lower a shoulder, they'll run you over. 2nd and 3 Cats. Ball just over their 30-yard line. Shumway again from the gun, 2 receivers either side. Coin just off the left shoulder of Shumway. McDermott comes in motion. That extra blocker and handoff to Coin, and this time he spins out of it. He was bottled up right at the 30, and he comes out of the pile and pushes ahead. He's going to be just shy of a first down, about half a yard short. Get credit for 2 when it looked like it was going to be no gain. Shumway right under center quickly. He's going to keep this one himself, pushes forward. He's got the first down over the 35. Cats went quick to the line of scrimmage. Saw that a few times last week against Lyman. Fresh set of downs for the Bobcats. Ball at their 36. Clock at 10:30 to go in the game. Bobcats leading 27-13 on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard.
Bobcats just racking up yards on the ground. I have them right now tallied at 336.
And you would think that number is going to go up quite a bit here on just this drive alone. 1st and 10 Cats. Again, 2 receivers to either side. Shumway and Coin in the backfield. Snap back, give it to Coin, right side. Adley steps outside. He's out over the 45, out to about the 48-yard line is where they'll spot him. That's another first down for the Cats. Give Coin 12 more.
That'll be first down for Thermopolis.
He's a good back. I mean, Farrell came in here averaging way more yards.
Adley, nice job getting to the edge there and then turning the ball upfield and picking up a dozen.
And kudos to Adley. I mean, it's not a position you expect yourself to be in this game, and you learn that playbook more as a wide receiver. You've really got to know your playbook in and out to have that running back position down too.
McCumber comes in motion, handoff this time again to Coin, off left tackle, and Adley into Mountain View territory. He's got close to another 10 here on first down. See where they spot. He's going to be a yard short. They're going to give him 9 on first down. And on that last play, the Cats cross midfield, and AARP Wyoming wants to remind you good things happen after 50. To see what's going on for folks over 50 in Wyoming, check out AARP Wyoming's Facebook page. Clock runs with 9 minutes to go in this one. Cats up 2 scores, facing 2nd and 1 from the Mountain View 43-yard line. Cats huddling up now, running as much clock as they can. Play clock under 10. Handoff Coin. He's got the first down. He's inside the 40, inside the 30, goes out of a tackle, inside the 20, inside the 10, 5. Adley Coin with the Bobcat touchdown, his 3rd of the game. And Cats now up 3 scores.
I need a yardage on that one.
33-13. Thermopolis.
Adley Coin with the touchdown run. Owen McCumber on for the extra point for the Bobcats. Snap down, kick on the way, looks good, and it is. 8:36 to go in this one. The Bobcats 34, Mountain View 13. This is Cat Football KDNO back with the kickoff after this timeout.
Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness knows what it means to be on top of your game. For over 60 years, Gotchi has led the field in providing physical therapy, occupational therapy, and wellness in Thermopolis and their facilities in Worland, Basin, Powell, Cody, and Shoshone. Whether you're recovering from an injury, decondition, post-stroke, or just looking to take control of your health, you'll find years of dedicated experience at Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness. Learn more at gotchi.org.
Welcome back to Bobcat football. 8:36 to go in the game. Adley Coin with a 43-yard touchdown run, his 3rd score of the game. And Bobcats now lead 34-13 in a game that they had to have if they want to put themselves another step closer to getting into the playoffs here in a couple of weeks. And 3 scores with 8.5 to go is huge.
Yeah, Athlete Coin out there just running like he's mad at the grass. Man, he is just tearing it up, and he's got over 200 yards on the ground, and kudos to him to step in and get an adjustment by the coaching staff.
And a good job by the kids up front, giving him some room to run, and then Adley able to break out of some arm tackles as well. And kind of an on-sitey kind of a kick there from McCumber, and alertly covered up by Mountain View at their 49-yard line. So good field position for Mountain View here. Trying to get back into it. Actually, they're going to spot it right at midfield, so it'll be nose of the football on the 50-yard line. 1st and 10, Mountain View. 8.5 to go in this one. Cats up 3 scores. Mountain View's shown the ability to score quick. They'll put 3 receivers to the near side. Walker in the backfield with Reese. Cats with a couple picks in this ball game. Reese acts like he wants somebody to come in motion. The play clock winding down, and now we've got a timeout as Mountain View will use their second one. We'll keep things here as Cats with that 3-touchdown lead now, Kevin, and I guess the only thing that maybe you would have liked to have seen on that touchdown drive is maybe about 5 more minutes come off that clock while you were doing it. But it's hard to knock the Bobcats able to do some things on the ground, make positive things happen, pick up first downs when they needed to, keep the chains moving. And this has really been a game that we're not going to be able to give it to multiple players, but really, man, you'd love to give it to the entire offensive line for the job they've done today.
They've just done a really good job out there moving bodies around and creating space for runners. It doesn't matter who's touching the football right now.
Reese back to throw on first down across the middle. That's caught by Erdley. He's got another one. He's got room to run. He's inside the Cat 20. Flag comes in as he gets inside the 10. He'll score.
We got a blindside block, I think.
But this one's going to come back. Erdley had another touchdown. Boy, he's elusive after the catch. We got multiple flags on the field. I think it's all for the same infraction, but it's going to come back.
The question is, was the
it will be
catch, was it enough maybe to
from the spot of the foul. Now it'll be interesting to see. Yeah, he's going to be a yard short because the penalty comes from, nope, don't move those sticks yet, boys. Comes from the spot of the foul.
They're going to make this, I believe, 2nd and 2.
It's going to be 2nd and a long 1 yard here, close to 2. So for the for Mountain View, take the points off the board, but the penalty during the run after the catch takes the ball back to the Bobcat 43-yard line. Collins will take it on jet sweep right side. He's got the first down as he's inside the Bobcat 35-yard line down to the 34. That'll be a first down for the Buffs, and they need to go quick here. Down to 1 timeout to go, and they're down 3 scores. Clock at 7:55 to go in the game. 3 receivers to the near side. Walker in the backfield with Reese. A lot of time coming off here. Getting this play called. Reese with the snap. Back to throw. Looking left. Across the middle, and that one's dropped by Erdley. And I think he was thinking about more yards after the catch there. Same route that they've connected on before.
I don't know if he's looked at any other receiver besides Erdley.
Well, he's able to do so much after the catch.
So on 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 after the incomplete pass, which stopped the clock with 7:37 to go. 3 receivers. Reese rolls. We got whistles. I think one of the wideouts moved over here early, I think. It was a false start.
Call that motion against Mountain View.
That's about the 3rd or 4th time.
So that'll back him up 5 yards. Take it back to the Bobcat 39-yard line. 2nd and 15 for Mountain View.
So now it'll be 2nd and 15. Back at the
Ball spotted on the far side hash. 3 receivers to the near side. Walker in the gun with or excuse me, Walker in the backfield with Reese in the gun. Reese back to throw again. Pressure coming. He's sacked, and the ball does come loose, but a lineman falls on it for Mountain View. And there again was Austin Barrel and Porter McCumber for the Bobcats. This one all the way back to the Bobcat 49. That's a 10-yard loss. And about the fourth or fifth time the Bobcats have been able to get back to Reese there, Kevin.
Yeah. Good push by them again. We've talked about it all day long. Those big boys are doing some work today.
3rd and about 26 for Mountain View. Again, 3 receivers left. Reese back to throw. In the pocket, lets one go, and that falls in between Collins and Gavin Shumway coming up from his defensive back position, and the ball fell in between the two of them. 4th down from the Cat 49, and I'm not...
You about got to go for it, but I think they're going to punt it.
And they're setting up to punt it. Walker is the punter, but he's also a running back, so you always got to be heads up for something here. And Walker is going to keep it, and Wyatt McDermott's going to bring him down at the Mountain View 40. McDermott read it. He knew what was coming. And it's going to go as an 11-yard loss on that play, and the Cats will take over at the Mountain View 40-yard line. What a big play from Wyatt.
Yeah, that was great, and Wyatt was not fooled at all. He just sold out and was going to make him make a move, and great open field tackle by Wyatt McDermott.
Cats take over 1st and 10 from the Mountain View 40, leading 34-13 with 6.5 to go in this one. Shumway from the gun with Coyne off his left shoulder, 2 receivers to either side. Run blitz coming, toss outside to Coyne. Good call against that blitz. Coyne's going to get inside the Mountain View 35, down to the 33. That's going to be a gain of 7. Mountain View was selling out on a run blitz up the middle, and the Cats went outside with it. Gain of 7 for Adley Coyne. He adds to his numbers.
Don't think we'll see Gavin throwing. Could surprise me, but I don't see a reason to put the ball in the air.
I don't think so. Let the clock run.
Yep.
Clock's on your side now as it's under 6 to go. Again, 2 receivers to either side for the Cats. McDermott in motion. Handoff, ball's on the ground. And a scramble for it. And who got it? I think a white shirt got it.
There is no signal, and
I think a Bobcat did fall on it. They start the clock back up. Coyne came away with it. It's going to be
no gain.
No gain on the play. That was almost disaster. 3rd and 3 Cats from the Mountain View 34-yard line. Clock runs with 5:20 to go in the game, and the Cats huddled up. Bobcats with all 3 timeouts, so if they did get into a bind here with the play clock, they could use a timeout. Clock's under 10. Now it's under 5. Shumway, I don't think, knows. He needs to get the snap off. And he's not going to. Well, did a timeout get called? It did. Bobcats with the timeout right before the play clock ran out. 4:58 to go in the game. Cats in front by 3 scores. This is Bobcat football. KDNO back after this timeout.
I'm Travis Winger. I'm a financial advisor with Edward Jones, and we do, I pride myself on helping people with financial planning, achieving whatever goals are most important to them. The most valuable thing you have when it comes to planning for your future is time. The sooner you start and the more detailed your plan is, the better chance of success you have. First-timers are my favorite people to work with because they're hungry to learn, and coming to see me doesn't cost anything. I don't charge for appointments, I don't charge for anything. Come in, talk to me, and all you'll leave with is a little bit more knowledge than you came in with.
Edward Jones financial advisor Travis Winger, 435 Arapahoe Street, Thermopolis.
4:58 to go in this one. The Cats leading 34-13 over Mountain View, and Bobcats with a 3rd and 3 coming up here, using their first time out of this second half, and the Bobcats trying to use as much clock as they can, Kevin, and that one they let the play clock run all the way down to a second before calling timeout.
Yeah, that's I mean, like you said, the Bobcats are going to be in no hurry here. I could see them doing that, get a first down, and maybe milk it all the way down again and use their timeout again here.
Trips to the left as they come out of the timeout. Jack Ream, the lone receiver, to this side, and then we got whistles and somebody lined up offside on the Bobcats. Somebody came up and lined up offside. So this will back the Cats up 5, and it'll be 3rd and 8 instead of 3rd and 3.
4:58 remaining in this game. Thermopolis leads 34-13. Back to the 39, and they have to get down pretty much to the 30 of Mountain View for a first down.
3rd and 8 for the Bobcats. Shumway from the gun, 3 receivers to the left. Snap back, hand off to Coyne, left side. Adley's got room to run. He's got the first down. He's inside the 25. And wrestled out of bounds at the 23 or 24 yard line, looking for the spot. The 24 is where they'll mark him.
15-yard gain.
And more importantly for the Cats, a new set of downs, and the clock starts back up with 4:52 to go in the ball game. Or no, it won't start. He was out of bounds, so stopped with 4:52 to go. Shumway from the gun. Coyne in the backfield off the right side of Shumway. Snap back to Gavin. Hand off Coyne again, left side. He's inside the 20. Hit hard and goes inside to about the 19-yard line. That's a gain of 5 on first down for Coyne.
4.5 to go. Thermopolis already leading by 21.
Looks like Walker on the tackle.
2nd and 5 for the Cats. Clock at 4:30 to go. Bobcats leading 34-13. On their way to picking up their second conference win, Kevin, and accomplishing step 1 of 3.
Yeah.
2nd and 5 Cats. Coyne in the gun, hand off right up the middle. Coyne will take this one to the 23-yard line, so a gain of a couple there. And bring up 3rd and about 3 for the Bobcats. Clock at 3:45. Bobcats have just, I don't know how many total plays it's going to be that they've ran in this one, but the numbers are lopsided on the number of plays that the offenses have run in this game.
I've got 55 total so far for the Bobcats and less than 30 for Mountain View.
Yeah. 3rd and 3 for the Cats. Shumway from the gun. Coyne off of his right shoulder, snap back, give it to Coyne off left tackle, and Adley's going to be about a yard shy of the first down as he gets down to the 15-yard line. Needs the 14 for the first down, so it's going to be 4th and a yard for the Cats. We'll see if Shumway goes under center as the Cats come right to the line of scrimmage, and then the whistles blow to slow things down. And the officials are making Austin Barrow come off the field. Must be an equipment issue. And so the Cats will bring in a new offensive lineman, and they'll huddle
Gosnell.
up. Yep. It is looks like a helmet issue for Barrow.
I don't know if they're going to bring him back in or not. He's had a good day, though.
Oh, they'll bring him back in. 2:50 to go in this one. The clock runs. The Cats huddle up. 4th and 1. Need to get the ball down to the 14-yard line of Mountain View. 2 receivers either side. Shumway in the gun. Coyne off of his left shoulder. Bring McDermott in motion. Hand off to Coyne. He's got the first down. He's inside the 10. Inside the 5. Tripped up, and he falls down inside the 5-yard line. They're going to mark it at the 4.
That'll be a first down, Thermopolis.
That's where his knee first hit, was at the 4. It'll be 1st and goal, Cats.
12-yard run. And the fourth quarter's been nothing but Adley Coyne.
First and goal, Cats from the 4. 2 receivers either side again. Shumway will stay in the gun. McDermott in motion, handoff Coyne. Adley up the middle and into the end zone. Touchdown, Bobcats. Adley Coyne with his 4th of the game.
Wow.
I think we found our player of the game.
If there was anybody else, Donnie, I was going to fight you.
Adley Coyne takes it in from 4 yards out. Owen McCumber on for the extra point.
McCumber to kick.
Snap down, kick low, didn't quite make it. It's no good, and the Bobcats have pushed their lead to 40-13 over Mountain View. You're listening to Bobcat Football KDNO, back with the kickoff after this timeout.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Adley Coyne with the 4-yard touchdown run for the Bobcats, his 4th touchdown of the ball game. Extra point, no good. Cats lead 40-13, 2:07 to go in this one. And the Bobcats going to pick up their 2nd conference win of the season and end a 10-game losing streak against Mountain View.
Thank goodness.
Collins deep for the Buffaloes.
Eli McCumber will kick it off for the Cats. End-over-end kick that's fielded at the 36-yard line and out to the 44 on the return.
I've got to apologize to our viewers at home. I missed that last touchdown. Bad camera work by me. If you're watching at home, I apologize.
Mountain View football on their own 44, 2:04 to go in the ball game. Wyatt Reese will go again from the gun. Trips to the right for Mountain View. Austin Barrow with a good game on the defensive side of the ball today. Reese will take the snap, rolls right, throw, and that's caught by Erdley. He's had a good game too. He's got a first down inside the Bobcat 40.
First down, Buffaloes.
It'll be an 18-yard gain for Mountain View. First down at the Bobcat 38. Reese to Erdley, good combination.
I'd just do that every play if I was them.
Well, that's been their passing offense.
Mm-hmm.
3 receivers now to the left for Mountain View. Snap back to Reese. Back to throw, looking, that's caught by, nope, dropped by Erdley again. Runs that crossing route across the middle, and last 2 times he's ran that one, he's dropped it. Had a bunch of success early with that one.
Yep.
Scored a couple touchdowns off that one. Or scored a touchdown off of that one, I guess. 2nd and 10, Mountain View. Clock at 1:48. It stopped after the incomplete pass. 2nd and 10 for the Buffs. Reese from the gun. Quick throw outside to Collins. Collins gets a good block. Gets inside the 30 and down to the 25 before being brought down there by McCumber and Zane Stam on the tackle for the Cats. Eli McCumber and Zane Stam on the tackle. First down, Mountain View at the Bobcat 25-yard line. 26 is where they'll mark it at. Reese again from the gun, snap back. He's going to roll out right. He's got room to run if he wanted to. Instead, whistles one through Erdley's hands at the 21-yard line. Reese had room to run. Incomplete pass brings up 2nd and 10. Clock stopped at the minute 24 to go.
Yeah, he had room. I think his MO, though, is just to throw it, and if it falls incomplete, the clock stops.
Yep, absolutely. 3 receivers to the right for Mountain View. Walker stays in the backfield with Reese as an extra blocker. Reese across the middle with this one. That's behind the receiver. Trying to get it to Collins, and the pass behind him at the 8-yard line goes incomplete, and it'll bring up 3rd and 10.
But again, I mean, really, you're looking forward to the Bridger Valley Bowl next week for both teams. And
3rd and 10 Mountain View from the Bobcat 27-yard line.
Anything can happen in the Bridger Valley Bowl.
3 receivers to the right for Mountain View. Reese rolls out to his right. Pass caught. Flag comes in. This could be illegal man downfield. There's a lot of linemen down the field.
There's a yellow hanky on the field, 1 minute, 14 seconds left to play.
Or it could be a hold.
It's coming back either way, it looks like. They're already marching it back.
It is a hold on Mountain View, so take away the completion. Back Mountain View up 10 yards. Bring up 3rd and 20 for Mountain View as the ball gets spotted at the Bobcat 36-yard line. Minute 14 to go in the ball game. Certainly makes that drive back to Thermopolis a lot better.
Yeah.
Bobcats up 27. Reese from the gun. Back to throw, looking across the middle. That's caught by Erdley. Erdley with it inside the 25. Gets to about the 21-yard line before being brought down there on the tackle for the Bobcats.
Yardage for the Mountain View Buffaloes with a little less than a minute left to play. Looks like 4th and
That was Mason Reese. 4th and about 5 for Mountain View. Need to get to the Bobcat 17-yard line. 3 receivers to the near side. 1st and goal. Well, we got a flag down. This is an illegal man downfield.
So that goes away.
So take away the 1st and goal for Mountain View.
It'll be 4th down again.
And this is kind of summing up Mountain View's season right here in this drive, Kevin. Get something positive happening, and then the penalties back you up. Now it'll be 4th and 10 for Mountain View instead of being 1st and goal. Clock winds at 20 seconds to go in the game. Mountain View takes a timeout with 20 seconds to go. We'll keep things here as we start to wind down in this one. Bobcats up 40-13, Kevin, and came in and did today what they wanted to do and what they needed to do. They wanted to come in and run the ball at this team. They did that. Defensively, they needed to shut down Mountain View's rushing game. They did that.
Yep.
And defense contributing along the way too. I guess if there was something that maybe Coach McPhee says we need to work on a little bit this week, and maybe special teams a little bit with that kick coverage. But Bobcats doing what they needed to do today.
Yeah, absolutely. We talked about it in that pregame interview about pass defense.
4th down pass from Reese, trying to get it to Collins, falls incomplete at the 5-yard line, and the Cats will take over on downs with 17 seconds to go in the game. And this will be a kneel down for the Cats. Go ahead and finish your thought, Kevin.
We talked about that in the pregame about both teams in that bottom third of rush defense, and I think Coach McPhee really made it a point to establish that run. And once they found success on it, it didn't really matter what running back they threw in there. As you see, Adley Coyne going bonkers today on the ground, and he's not your typical running back. He was a lineman a year ago, and he's out there stomping people. And then credit to the offensive line and doing their job.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then credit to the defense, shoring things up. Tons from where they were a couple weeks ago. Last week they did a great job. The defensive line did against Lyman, and here we are against Mountain View. They do the same thing. So something's clicked on that offensive line and defensive line as well. Kudos to their coaching staff on that.
Victory formation for the Bobcats. Gavin Shumway takes a snap, takes a knee, and the clock will wind out on this one. The Bobcats picking up a big road conference win this afternoon, 40-13 over the Mountain View Buffaloes. We've got the Click It or Ticket postgame show coming up. This is Bobcat Football KDNO back after these timeouts.
Rehabilitation and Wellness in Thermopolis also has something called the Gotchi Wellness Center. It's your dream gym with cardio equipment, cable machines, free weights and dumbbells, hydraulic resistance machines, and personal trainers that care about your goals. The Wellness Center is huge and includes a rock wall, pegboard, sled, tires, punching bags, squat rack, and a whole lot more. Check out the Senior Wellness class. To take the first step to a healthier you, visit gotchi.org.
P6 Station Stone-Fired Pizza is proud to sponsor Thermopolis Youth Athletics. When you open the door, it hits you. The smell of freshly baked wings or pizza. Your Stone-Fire creation comes out with the perfect golden brown crust, fresh toppings, and melted cheese that some can only dream of. Don't forget to check out the Pizza of the Month. Enjoy your meal inside or under the pergola. P6 Station Stone-Fired Pizza. 544 Park Street in Thermopolis.
For a place to relax, sip on your favorite specialty lattes or tea, and find the best gifts for any occasion, Storyteller is the place for you. Books brimming with compelling stories, gifts for the kids like Legos and coloring projects, and something for your family and friends like hats, jewelry, or a bag of award-winning Mountain Air roasted jackrabbit java. To learn more, visit StorytellerWyo.com or swing by at 524 Broadway in Thermopolis.
Welcome to the Click It or Ticket post-game show. The Bobcats picking up a big and much-needed conference win here this afternoon at Mountain View, 40-13. And as Kevin and I were talking about toward the end of that one, Bobcats wanted to come out and run the football at this team, get that ground game reestablished that was so good back a few weeks ago against Kemmerer, and needed to get that going again. They did today in a big way, huge way, and Kevin will have the numbers later in the post-game show, and the numbers are really going to stand out when you hear what he rattles off. But
I think my calculator broke.
They were able to get the things going on the ground that they wanted to. They jumped out to the early lead, had a couple hiccups in that first half on a kickoff return, and then a couple big pass plays from Mountain View there. Kevin on that second touchdown for Mountain View in that second quarter. And you know, the Cats lost Brody Farrell in this one in that first half. I think from what we've been told, Brody's going to be okay, but they kept him out of the rest of this ball game. Bobcats were able to make some adjustments at halftime on both sides of the ball. One being scheme-wise, what they were going to do offensively the rest of the game with Brody out. And then defensively, the adjustments they made, they pitched a shutout in the second half against Mountain View.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about last week being a really good complete game for the Bobcats, and then this week, holy cow, I mean, things were firing all over the place. The offensive line, the defensive line, you got Adley Coney running through people out there. The adjustments, you lost Gavin Shumway for a brief period during this game as well, and you had Brody out there running a kind of a wildcat formation for the Bobcats, and things are just starting to click for that Bobcats on both sides of the ball, which is exactly the confidence boost that they need going into this stretch of 3 games. You got 1 out of 3 done, and you're gonna have a quick turnaround for your game on Tuesday, and this goes big not just for your record, but this is a big mental win for the Bobcats too. Like you said, you break the 10-game losing streak to Mountain View, and then you've got a rough road ahead of you. And game 1 was a complete, I don't know the word to put then, demolishing of Mountain View here on their home field. So a good confidence booster for the Bobcats as we go on a 7-day stretch of craziness.
Bobcats outscore Mountain View 20-0 in that second half, and come away with the 27-point win here this afternoon. And it really looked as that second half went on that the Bobcat offense and running game just kind of broke the will of that Mountain View defense, and Adley Coyne able to break off big chunks of yards in that second half. He had 4 touchdowns on the day, one being a defensive touchdown. Adley with and again, you're going to hear the numbers, but a career day for Adley Coyne in this one, and a big win for the Cats. And again, they had to have it. You need to win out to put yourself into the playoffs here. And so step one accomplished here this afternoon against Mountain View. We'll take a timeout, come back, and have final game numbers. Also, I'll get a chance to talk to head coach Matt McPhee. It's the Click It or Ticket postgame show, KDNO, back after this timeout.
Thermopolis Hardware and Mercantile is a proud supporter of Bobcats athletics. There's so much more than a hardware store. You'll find Ashley furniture and decor perfect for your home. There's a great toy selection, as well as tools, kitchen items, grills, and a garden section. That means there's something for everyone at Thermopolis Hardware. Don't forget to check out their variety of custom cabinets, window shading, and flooring.
Hi, I'm Karen with Thermopolis Hardware. Buy local, be local. Go Bobcats!
Hi, I'm Ryan.
And I'm Tess.
And welcome to Right Rehab.
Right Rehabilitation in Thermopolis will help you stay active, mobile, and healthy. No referrals are necessary. Right Rehab has specialists you won't find anywhere else. They're the only team to offer pelvic rehabilitation and have the only board-certified orthopedic specialist in the region. Their services range from injury prevention and management, post-operative care, women's health, dry needling, and more. They offer a Titleist certified golf program with help from a trainer and golf pro to make your golf game better than ever. Make the right choice with your friends and neighbors at Right Rehabilitation. Visit www.rightrehab.com or call 307-864-3877.
Welcome back to the Click It or Ticket postgame show. Bobcats with the 27-point win here this afternoon over Mountain View. And with the final game numbers, here's Kevin.
Let's start with the Mountain View Buffaloes. Reese at quarterback, unsuccessful on the ground, 7 attempts for negative 29 yards. He did go 10 for 19 through the air for 165 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions to go with that, however. Collins rushing the ball 9 times for 23 yards, 3 catches for 37. Braden Walker, 1 catch for negative 2, 3 rushes for negative 9, so not a very efficient day for Braden today. Erdley, big day receiving. It was definitely Reese's favorite target out there today. He had 6 catches for 131 yards and a touchdown to throw on top of that as well. And then I've got totals for them, 19 rushes, negative 15 yards, 10 for 19 through the air, 165 yards. So total offense for them is 150. And we've got the coach here. I'll finish up the stats and we'll talk to coach. Let's move over to the Bobcat side. Like I said, I think my calculator on my computer broke after going through all these. Total offenses for them: Gavin Shumway, 8 rushes, 12 yards, 5 for 14 through the air, 67 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions. Or sorry, he did have one touchdown today, no interceptions. Brody Farrell, before he exited the game, was going off 11 rushes, 147 yards, 1 touchdown. He did have 1 completion for a touchdown for 17 yards. And then we'll move over to McCumber. He went 2 rushes for 9 yards, 1 catch for 17. That was from Farrell, so I do correct myself. Gavin did not throw a touchdown pass today. And then Adley Coyne comes out in relief of Brody Farrell. He rushes the ball 26 times for 278 yards, 3 touchdowns. He did catch 3 for 28 yards and tacked on a defensive touchdown as well. And the other notable stats, we do have Wyatt McDermott for 2 catches for 38 yards. Offensive totals for the Bobcats, I've got down 84 passing yards, 446 to the ground for a total of 530 yards, and that equates to 8.5 yards a play for the Bobcats today. And joining us now in the booth is head coach of the Bobcat football team, Matt McPhee. Welcome, Coach.
Thanks, Kevin.
I think I'll just let Kevin go ahead and keep talking. Thanks, Kevin, for the numbers in this one, Coach. We've talked about it since last Friday. It's kind of a 3-step process here to win out. and put yourself in a position to be in the postseason. Step one accomplished today in a big way against a team. We talked in the pregame, you and I down on the field, a streak of 10 in a row has come to an end here this afternoon in a loud way.
Yeah, we didn't talk as a team about it. In fact, I didn't even know what that number was. I appreciate both of you guys pointing that out prior to the game, that we in our last 10 contests we were 0 for 10. But it's a reality, and this is a good football program, a good football town, a tough place to come and play. Our boys came down here, and they executed. They really did. We had. Things looked good early, and then we kind of got checked, and we've been in that position, and we just talked to the team about it. We've been in that position where maybe we would have sputtered for a little bit longer, and I thought today they came out. We took a couple shuffle steps, which we can't afford to do, but we did, and then we ended up just going forward. So proud of the team. I thought they overcame some adversity. We had to move some guys around. We had a bunch of young guys playing out there. It's a great win for Thermopolis, and I'm just proud of the team.
You and Kevin talked this week. I know it was an emphasis for you all week to get the running game established again and get that thing going and get it rolling. You were able to do that from the very beginning here today. Certainly the backs are the ones that gets the credit because they get the yards and the scores and everything else. But talk about the job that offensive line has done for you in creating space for those kids to pick up those kinds of yards.
They are doing a great job, all of them, and we've got a little bit of depth there. That's invaluable as you get late in the season like this, where you've got a kid, you got to pull them over, you got to talk to them about something, this, that, and the other. But it was great to get the snaps were great today. Timing's a big part of our offense. And you hit it on the head, Donnie. I couldn't say it better. I mean, we were moving kids around. We were, the communication was good up front. Not only did the offensive line block well, I don't know what it looked like from up here, but our slots and our receivers are out there working. And we talked about it on Monday. I said the tougher football team will win on Friday, and I thought we came out and played tough.
Donnie kind of took my question about that, or my comment about that. So I'm going to, the offensive line made Adley look great today, and no, nothing to take away from him because he ran like he was angry today out there. And I mentioned it in our broadcast was, Adley, not a position he's familiar with necessarily coming out of the backfield. He does run those end arounds and stuff like that. Speaks great to Adley's smarts as in terms of football. We've mentioned the kids in the classroom, a stellar kid as well. Just to kind of speak to Adley's adjustment and the role he took on today. Well,
He did. He made a great adjustment, and I think he just did what we asked him to do. Obviously, we didn't come in with the game plan of him being in the backfield, but we had an injury and we had to replace someone, and we moved a couple pieces over. And he's a good athlete. He's just a tough competitor. He did a really good job for us. I want to stay as positive as possible, and we're super happy. But when you don't take the handoff during the week, it ended up on the carpet a few times. We were lucky to get it back, but give him credit. I think he recovered both of his own fumbles. But he's a good kid, plays hard, and we're real happy that he's wearing the purple and gold.
And then I want to speak to the other side. We talked about the offensive line, and then we flip those guys around on the other side of the football, and they go and play defense. Something that the Bobcats have struggled with this year has been the run. And you're looking at the stat sheet here. You held a Mountain View team to negative 15 yards on the ground defensively. Amazing job by your defensive line there, too, and all of your defenders.
Yeah, no, it just a real good week. It's a challenging week, but, I think that's where most games are won or up front. They really are. I mean, you might pass the ball, but, we got to their quarterback a little bit too. I think, we forced them to put the ball in the air a little bit. But, yeah, holding the team to negative yards, rushing is fantastic. Kudos to our defensive staff and all of those kids. And like you said, it is the same kids, but I thought the offense and defense fed off of each other, and I think it just turned into, who wants to control the line of scrimmage at some point in this football game. And I think our guys up front decided that they were interested in doing that.
Last thing before we let you go, coaches, we've been around long enough doing this. Coaches, we always talk about the most important game is that one that's right in front of you there. You guys are in a weird situation now, though. You get about, 5 more minutes to enjoy this one, and then all your attention turns to a team that you're going to play in 3 days.
Right. I was hoping you guys would give me an update on that. What time was that Cokeville Big Piney game? Did anybody see that score?
I will pull that up here. You
But
just keep talking.
yeah, Donnie, it's going to be a challenge. But the same, they've got the same challenge.
Yep.
And that's kind of how we look at it. And I don't know, maybe they'll practice tied up at halftime. Cokeville 6, Big Piney 6 for all of you that care. But yeah, we've got 2 days to figure it out, and we've got another drive across South Pass, and we get to go play football. And we just, what else would you rather do? At this juncture of the year, we get 2 contests in 4 days.
And I guess the point of all that is your time to dwell on this and enjoy this one is a very short-lived deal compared to a normal week. I would think the bus ride home, our attention now turns toward Big Piney on Tuesday, and it starts with the bus ride probably home tonight.
Right. It certainly will with the coaching staff. And,
yeah.
It's harder to talk 15 to 18-year-old kids into not enjoying a big win down here. You both know as well as I do that this has been a long ride home many times, and to come down here and get a victory, I'm sure our kids are going to enjoy it on the bus ride home. There's not much they can do other than really enjoy it. And like I said, we will get back, and we're going to get out and get after it tomorrow morning.
Coach, appreciate you taking a few minutes. Congratulations on the win.
Just make sure Adley gets his piggy bank out, get some 75-cent cones out for those offensive linemen on the way home.
Yes, sounds good. Thanks, Kevin. Thanks, Donnie.
Bobcat head coach Matt McPhee will take one more time out, come out, have our player of the game, and close things out here from Mountain View. It's the Click It or Ticket postgame show, KDNO, back after this timeout.
Did you know that 1 in 4 kids have a vision problem that affects their learning? Thermopolis Eye Care has been a leading provider of optometry services and vision care products in the Thermopolis community since 2009. They're the folks that you can trust when it comes to making sure your school-age kids have the tools they need to succeed. Thermopolis Eye Care, 420 Arapahoe Street, or call 307-864-2324. Thermopolis Eye Care.
Dairyland and Hot City Coffee. It's your destination for your coffee fix or the perfect spot for lunch. The place you know for afternoon fun is also where you can try their full menu of burgers, specialty lattes, and blended drinks. Don't forget to try the ice cream varieties and sweet treats too. Open 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. Monday through Saturday and closed on Sundays. Find them at 510 Park Street. Dairyland and Hot City Coffee. Your hole-in-one choice for Thermopolis.
Welcome back to the Click It or Ticket postgame show. The Bobcats with the 40-13 win here this afternoon over Mountain View, and with our P6 station player of the game. Here's Kevin.
Big surprise, everybody, with your player of the game tonight's going to be Adley Coyne. The guy went ham sandwich out there today, man. 278 yards on the ground on 26 carries in relief duty today. 3 touchdowns for him. He also had the pick 6 touchdown. So 4 total touchdowns for Adley Coyne today. A total of 306 offensive yards for him between the ground and the air. So that is your P6 station player of the game. Congratulations, Adley Coyne.
Thank you, Kevin, and congratulations to the entire Bobcat football team here this afternoon, picking up conference win number 2. Reminder that Kevin and I will be back on the air this coming Tuesday, October 19th. We'll be over in Big Piney to take on the Punchers in another conference football game. That'll get kickoff is scheduled for 2 o'clock. We'll be on the air at about 1:30 with the Gotchi Rehab pregame show. Our thanks to Kirk and Rusty back in Riverton for running everything for us and making sure that everything runs smoothly. Appreciate you all for listening as well. Once again, final score from Mountain View. It was the Thermopolis Bobcats 40, Mountain View 13. You've been listening to Cap Football 101.7 KDNO. Thanks for listening. Have a great weekend. We'll talk with you Tuesday.